Hello. Hello. Yeah. Look, I'm tired of seeing my peers cry. Another family traumatized, buying bags, extermination. We need preparation on how to flee from Satan. Running away, pitting our gunners away so the children can come out and play. My people will say, Black Lives Matter, but when we need change, we turning away. We need the Bible, we need disciples. We don't worship idols, I love my people. I'm not your enemy, we not your rivals. Righteous living can save a generation from pain and help their healing. So fulfilling to witness your mother see life and choose to accept her mission. But everybody ain't gonna change. Most will choose to stay the same. Cause sinning is fun, we gotta live life. I mean, you only get one. YOLO the motto, so we finish the bottle. Mix the lean with Moscato, clubbing every night to hide all the sorrow. Nobody serious, this water so shallow. Vain glory, vain thoughts, vain looks, vain talks, I don't get it. I hire first, you shy it with us. When we do right, it happen for repentance. My spirit on high, got me touching the ceiling. Get it? Yeah. You can have for a piece if you put down your sins and repent. You with it?
Most people die not having a chance to repent. And some people live just to die in their sins. And a few people listen, change, and they seek to repent. But who's gonna change their ways? Who's gonna seek His face and truly
bodies and souls full of darkness, getting blacker than coal. Casualties casually happen in front of our eyes, leaving the whole world desensitized, deprived of our innocence. Benevolence is gone with the wind, since everybody's just trying to fit in and be a part of the crowd. Now the love and compassion is down. But we can fix it if we wanna. But I don't see no intentions of our people changing. But that don't mean that we not gonna get better with time. I'm not talking wine, look at the signs. We don't have the time. See the clock running down. We gotta repent from all of our sins if we wanna gain a friend. In the heavenly throne where our home is, where all of our brothers know Joan is. Full of milk and honey, no homeless. So we gotta be about his business. Get this, confess sins, baptize and never look back. Even if your friends and family don't wanna come and do that with you, but we gon' get some brothers and sisters. So never let Satan play on your mind and your feelings, as long as you do your portion and fulfill your mission.
Most people die not having a chance to repent.
Why?
And some people live just to die in their sins. And a few people listen, change, and they seek to repent.
Yeah.
But who's gonna change their ways? Who's gonna seek His face and truly give in?
Hey, that's a question we gotta ask ourselves. Who really love God? Who really wanna repent? Who really wanna renew their mind and change their ways? See, cause the only way we gonna make it into the kingdom is by forsaking our flesh, forsaking what we wanna do, and following what the Most High will. Following what the God of Israel expect out of us. Each day, we tempted. Each day, we go away from the Most High. But we gotta continue to strive for righteousness. Continue to be right within His eyes. Lay down what we think is right. And do what the Bible says to do. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't want to do that. That's the only way we gonna make it on earth as it is in heaven. So understand, I'm not trying to preach your head off. I just want you to learn. You gotta discern. You gotta earn your way into the kingdom. Yeah.
Shalom, Israel, man. We got about 2 more minutes. I'm just letting everybody get into the live. You know what I'm saying? We got Shadiah Wah here today, man. We're doing an interview. You know what I'm saying? We're doing an interview with us, so y'all make sure y'all tap in. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you ever feel like giving up? Walls crashing down, know your life is getting tough. Got you thinking that you just ain't good enough for anyone, including yourself, cause it's hard to love anybody. Because you facing self-doubt, demons eating at your mind while you trying to figure it out, but you can't find a way. So you sit down and pray, asking the Lord for forgiveness, praying for better days. But something stopping your move. You feeling helpless but selfless because you help out your crew. And every time somebody needs you, you there. But when you need help, everybody like you don't see them there. Handicapped, spiritually you can't fill in the gap. You missing something in your life, and religion ain't feeling that. Everybody divided, ain't feeling Satan devices. You believe in God, but the passes that you seeing ain't right. Now which way do you wanna go? Who church do you wanna see? You gon' follow man or the Lord? Which one is gonna be? Now every time you come together, somebody up in the sea. Weed and pills trying to hide the pain of this reality. Way up, way up, way up, should be your frequency. Rely on Christ to give you life when all you see is death in these streets. Never forsake the God who made you, because he gon' be the only one that can always pull you through when you wanna go way up, just to run away from pain. And you don't wanna wait up on the ones who ain't the same. When they switch the game on you and hate on your every move, you gotta pray and go way up. Rely on Christ, he the only one that can give you life. Look, sacrifices is made, it's just another day. You put down the weed and the cigarettes, and now you tryna pray away the pain and rely on the Most High to help you through everyday life when you weak in a state of mind. But you gotta struggle, an angel stuck in a sinful world will subtly bust your bubble. And every time you step outside, all you see is the trouble. All you seeing is temptations with sensations, Satan manipulating God's people to celebrating days that's pagan. Way up is where you keep your head, and instead of backsliding, boy, you call on God instead. Ask him for help, ask him for strength, and when you're down, you got a body to help pay your rent. We can't do this by ourselves, we all need somebody help, somebody to trust, somebody that love us for being ourselves. One body with many members that need somebody help. We gotta put down the pride, cause that's the only way we gon' survive. Way up, just to run away from pain. And you don't wanna wait up on the ones who ain't the same. When they switch the game on you and hate on your every move, you gotta pray and go way up. Rely on Christ, he the only one that can give you life. Rely on Christ, he the only one that can give you life. Rely on Christ, he the only one that can give you life. Rely on Christ, he the only one that can give you life. Rely on Christ, he the only one that can give you life. Father, we come before you today. Give you all praise, all choosing us out of this world and bringing us into your marvelous light.
Shalom, Dad, Bill, whatever, huh?
We was foolish,
Shalom,
but now we know.
How you doing?
We chosen. We chosen.
Just letting everybody get up in here while we got the time, you know what I'm saying?
Your wisdom compared to this world is
started about
foolish.
6:05.
You chosen the weak to confound the things with your mighty upper, you're so heavily. Your wisdom compared to this world is foolish. And now we receive not the spirit of the world, but of him who founded earth. Your wisdom compared to this world is foolish. You chosen the weak to confound the things with your mighty upper, you're so heavenly. Your wisdom compared to this world is foolish. And now we receive not the spirit of the world, but of him who founded earth, Father. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teaches, but which the Holy Spirit teaches. Compare spiritual things with spiritual, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. Now you've been warned, everybody wanna be teachers, but just can't wait their turn. We labor in this work, most high willing, we make a difference. Gotta teach his kids this Bible, we live in this Christ disciples. People dive into these books, Egyptology, philosophy, thinking they got some truth, but ain't seeing none of these prophecies. Let this world fall to the devil's wisdom, lead it to your own feelings, will get you in a tight position, not knowing your mission, and really not even seeing the difference of the devil when it teaches against the most high wisdom. Celebrating paganism, it's a part of man-made traditions. Your wisdom compared to this world is foolish. You chosen the weak to confound the things with your mighty upper, you're so heavenly. Your wisdom compared to this world is foolish. And now we receive not the spirit of the world, but of him who founded earth. Your wisdom compared to this world is foolish. You chosen the weak to confound the things which are mighty, but you're so heavenly. Your wisdom compared to this world is foolish. And now we receive not the spirit of the world, but of him who founded earth, Father.
Fill me with your spirit. I can't be a reprobate, you speaking truth, I hear it. I can't go back and forth with the world, salvation near. Can't give up on your faith when you pray, make it clear. Asking you shall receive. I'ma get the most high everything in me. A wise man will hold his tongue, but a fool will babble on and on. I was still praying when everything was going wrong. I'm a searching for Christ, I'ma put myself last. He give me everything I need every time I ask. That's why I give you praise. I would never lose my faith. I'm so thankful for Christ. I'm so thankful for life. I'm so thankful for everybody that helped me do right. I'm so thankful for repentance. What I did wasn't right. All praise to the Most High. Thanks for my new life.
Your wisdom compared to this world is foolish. You chosen the weak to confound the things which are mighty, but you're so heavenly. Your wisdom compared to this world is foolish.
Let's see. All right, so let's see. All right, so man, yeah, this brother got a real good spirit, man. Real fervent brother. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me now? I should be able to hear me now. Okay, cool. Yeah, real fervent brother. You know what I'm saying? He be putting that music out consistently. This is one of the ox. You know what I'm saying? Along with some more ox that is like getting their music, bro. They dropping so much music. It's so hard to keep up, bro. It's so hard to keep up there. But yeah, man. Without any further ado, I'm gonna introduce my ox, Shadiawa, man. Everybody, clap it up, Shadiawa.
Yes, sir. What's up, my I can't see your video, man.
Yeah. You said you can't see it?
Nah, nope. I just see your. It's all good. We gonna get through it, man. How my brother doing? Yeah, praise the Most High. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, I just want to start out by saying I appreciate you for, even creating the wave and creating the platforms for us truth music artists to even, have interviews and, reaction videos and, everything that the world doing. Because, Satan, he turning up, they got their own thing. So it's only right. We do it 10 times harder for the Most High. So we appreciate you, appreciate you. I said, exactly. Let's give it up. Let's give it up to the Father then. Let's praise the Most High. Everybody clap for the Most High. That's what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? And without him, this wouldn't be possible for sure. What's up, my brother?
My bad. There we go. I didn't have my mic connected. My bad. Y'all look. You can hear me. You can hear me, but no.
Hold on. So
they can hear you. Yeah, they can hear you. They said they couldn't hear me, but that was because my mic was messed up. Well, it wasn't messed up. I just didn't have the mic thing click, man. So what I was saying was, you know what I'm saying, no praises go to me, man. All praises to the Father. You know what I'm saying? Because he the one that got me this far with this, you know what I'm saying? I didn't choose this walk, you know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, I chose this walk, but I didn't choose to get this understanding. The Most High been holding my hand throughout this whole situation. So, you know what I'm saying? He put the spirit on me to do things like this. You know what I'm saying? For the nation, he, just like you were saying, man, the world got all of these platforms on lock right now. You know what I'm saying? So we had to come 10 times harder with this truth. You know what I'm saying? And don't hold back. So yeah, all praise to the Father.
Exactly. And even with that, like, we got to support each other. You know what I'm
Yeah, we
saying? Because
definitely,
like,
definitely got to support each
you
other.
know what I'm saying? You know, with Israel, part of the curses, you know what I'm saying? That competition spirit and that jealousy spirit to try to creep in on, you know, on brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? So it might try to cause some division. But you know what I'm saying? If the world can do it and they can hold up their standard and do their thing, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we see the gossip and all that to come with that, but at the end of the day, they all supporting one another. They hopping on songs with each other. They shooting the videos with each other. And they, you know, they boosting their platform and their image with each other. So that's what we got to do, but 10 times harder and righteous.
10 times harder and righteousness, man. It's like, we got to think about it like this, man. The world got a vision to see. And that's why it's a bunch of foolishness going on in this world, because they see what they, you know what I'm saying? What the world shows them, you know what I'm saying? They show that they can do this, you know what I'm saying? And they can be effective with it. And that's the same thing that we got to do. We got to be able to show that we can do this and be effective with it. They got to show and see the unity of brethren. They got to show, we got to show, and they got to see the vision. You know what I'm saying? When they seeing brothers in fringes, when they seeing brothers rapping about the Most High, when they seeing brothers constantly getting stronger in the spirit, you know what I'm saying? That's uplifting for them. You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep our mind on, you know what I'm saying? It's not about a individual or a person. We're supposed to be glorifying the Father at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's the goal. That's the goal.
I'm saying.
So yeah, man. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. For real. So for the people that don't really know you, you know what I'm saying? Let us know who is Shadiah War. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Shadiah War, you know, is a brother that got this truth in late 2016, you know, around October.
That was the year right there.
You know what I'm saying? Praise the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I got this, not for real, I got this truth in late 2016. You know, it's easy for me to get it and be receptive to it because, you know, I've been through a lot. You know, I was a Christian, like most of our people. We grew up Christian, you know what I'm saying? But I was one of them people that really believed in God and really believed in Christ hard, like to the point I'll fight if you say like anything about, you know, Jesus, or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
At that time, you know, so I was going through a lot. That kind of, now that I'm in the truth, I kind of see it was the Father building me up. So when the moment presented itself for me to receive this truth, it was easy for me to receive it. Like, you know, I was getting attacked by demons since I was like 14. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot of so-called sleep paralysis. You know what I'm saying? I went through a lot of things, you know, from fornicating. I almost got killed a couple times being in clubs and got hit in the head with bottles. But I was always the peacemaker. I never, like the Shadiah War you see now, I was just the same exact dude. It's just I was in the world. Like, I always had a big heart, you know what I'm saying? I always believed in unity and peace and all that. But in the world, them standards don't really uphold, especially when you're from the hood, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was always finding myself in situations where now looking back, the Most High was saving me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I almost got threw off a boat. One time, we almost got shot. It was a situation where me and Sleep. Can you hear me out? Or can you hear? Like, I don't hear you no more.
Yeah, I had to mute it so you can talk.
Nah, you good. But you know, nah, you good. But it was basically, I went through a lot of things that led me up to when I went to Job Corp and wanted to get a trade, you know what I'm saying? And I ran into a brother. He was always reading his Bible. My brother, Young Yash, his name is Tazadak. He do music. Shout out to T-Dub. You know what I'm saying? T-Dub, him and Dawada. You know what I'm saying? He was always walking around with his Bible. And in the world, I thought he was weird because he always had his headphones on. I was walking around with his Bible, you know, not talking to nobody. So I thought he was weird. So my cousin King Sap, he was already going to Job Corp. So, you know what I'm saying? He was telling me, like, because he knew everything I was going through. You know what I'm saying? So I used to tell him, like as people at Job Corps, they's practicing with, like, Ouija boards and doing all type of witchcraft in there. So them spirits that they was summoning, they was attacking me in my sleep. So it started getting worse and worse and worse. So you know, when I went to my brother King Sap, told him what I was going through, and he went up to Matazadak, told him, and then he introduced me to Matazadak. I told Matazadak, and then next thing you know, all he had to do was crack this thing open. He took me to the curses and showed me everything we were supposed to do. We weren't supposed to be doing. Showed me who was the people, all that. It was just like, it was so easy to the point. This it. Like, so that moment, from that moment forth, like the first thing I did was stop eating pork, crab, shrimp, lobster. That was easy. But like
easy thing.
You know, but the weed and the fornication, them was the hardest things. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then eventually, it's crazy because looking back, it was easy for me to put down fornication, but the weed was the hardest thing. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, I got baptized. You know what I'm saying? I got baptized May 14th, 2017, and I ain't looked back. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in this truth ever since.
Oh, crazy, man. That's crazy that you brought up the Job Corps situation, because when I came into the truth, I actually learned the truth as well in Job Corps. You know what I'm saying? So
oh wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey. I went up there for a trade in 2016. You know what I'm saying? Went up there. Well, I went up there 2015, but I learned about it in 2016. So I went up there in 2015 for a trade, and then right before I had to come back, my brother hit me up and he was telling me, you know what I'm saying, hey man, you need to start reading your Bible, and you need to put on fringes and stuff like that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I grew up Christian like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I can see your video.
Huh? Oh, that's video. Because, yeah, my wife, she's setting up the camera right now because this camera that I got, this new camera, it's overheating and stuff like that. It's just trying to stop everything. But
my bad.
Oh, you good? You good? But yeah, man, it's crazy that you said that's the way that you came into it, because that's exactly how it came to me as well. And my brother was just telling me about it, you know what I'm saying, and was like, "Hey, man, we the people of the book, and we the chosen people." And I was like, at first I was put off about it, but later down the line when he started showing me, you know what I'm saying, and telling me, "Hey, look, read the scripture," you know what I'm saying. Hey, read Deuteronomy 28. Hey, let me show you the scripture about how we first was born. You know what I'm saying. And everything like that, everything just clicked. At first, I was just like, "Man, it's weird," and then it was funny. The reason that like made me like really want to know is because my mom, she's like a Christian, you know what I'm saying, like a real diehard Christian, and she would always tell us like when we was young that we are gonna be prophets and stuff like that, but we never like thought about that, you know what I'm saying? Like we was just like, yeah, whatever, mom, you know what I'm saying? but it was funny because once he started breaking down the scriptures and reading a book, she told me not to listen to him when I asked her about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, why would you tell me not to listen to him if he's bringing out this book? You know what I'm saying? He's showing me the stuff in the Bible. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then that struck my interest. And I was just like, what is it about what they're bringing out that they talking about in the book that she don't agree with? You know what I'm saying? So starting to learn and everything like that, everything just clicked to me. It was one day we was walking on the track at the Job Corps, and I was just talking about my future wife. She at the time, she was my future wife. And I was telling her like, man, I just can't shake this. Like what they told me and what they were trying to show me, I just can't shake this. I couldn't go to sleep that night before, and it was just really on my spirit. So I was like, let me talk to him again, and then next time I talked to them, they really opened up and showed me a bunch of stuff in the scriptures in like 10 minutes flat, bro. Like 10 minutes flat. I felt like I learned every single thing that I could. The way that I never thought that existed. You know what I'm saying? Like I was getting so many questions answered in 10 minutes. It was like, oh man, this got to be something. You know what I'm saying? If it's not the truth, quote unquote, if it's not the truth, it got to be something. So let me engage in more and more. I started learning, the more studies, the more research I did, because I had to research everything they were telling me as well to make sure it's backed up with like history and everything, and everything added up, and I couldn't fight it. So it was like, man, yeah, this is us. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And it's crazy because what really made me be like, oh, that's it. Because like, remember, I've been going through a lot of demon attacks every time I went to sleep since I was like 15. So
Right.
I used to always like in my mind I couldn't move or nothing. So like it started getting worse, but I couldn't speak. And then when I tried to speak, I was like, Jesus, Jesus help me, Jesus help me. But nothing was happening. Like it was always to still keep happening. Like so when I went to Job Corp and he broke down the names to me and he went to Exodus 3:14 and like his name Ahiah, boom, boom, when he broke down Yeshaya, and then I wrote the names down. I wrote them inside my Bible. I still got the Bible upstairs. My first like I ain't never read the Bible before for myself. Besides when I was in Sunday school, I ain't know what no chapter and verse was. Like when people used to be like, go to Numbers 13 and 4. I ain't know 13 was the chapter, 4 was the verse. I ain't know nothing. Like so, like I was just literally. It's like I was a baby. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
my first Bible, gave him the money. He bought me my Bible back to school because I was staying on campus. And I remember like that night I went up to my dorm. I bet this frankincense and myrrh kind of busting, but I went up to my dorm. For real. I went up to my dorm and then, you know what I'm saying? I remember like it was yesterday, I opened my window and I put my Bible right there. And I remember I looked at my Bible, I opened it and I just said the names. This was my first time praying. And I was like, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Ahiah, Yeshaya, and I prayed. And from that moment on, bro, since 2016, I ain't been attacked once.
Oh man.
Like that's like that's what let me know, like this it. Like that was all I needed, you know what I'm saying? Because nothing wasn't working for me. I was trying everything. When I got that, then I started gathering with GOCC Cincinnati. I started gathering with the body, and then I started street preaching. So I started being a part, you know what I'm saying, a part of things that I wasn't used to being a part of. Then I started street preaching, and then as you know, that zeal just hopped in. I wanted to wake everybody and anybody up, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, then all that came.
Man, that's crazy. I'm probably gonna share that. Well, I mean, it's obviously on live now, but I'm probably gonna share that testimony with my brother because he said that, like, when he was younger, like he felt like he was getting attacked by demons in his sleep, and his, you know, and actually I know a lot of people that says that same thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I might have to, you know, share, you know, send this video to him, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to try this. Maybe you need to try this, bro. So yeah.
That's what it's about.
All praise. That's a beautiful testimony.
Shout out to Deacon Yakai of Cincinnati, Ohio, GOCC body, Deontay Ward on Facebook and Instagram for the frankincense and myrrh. Gotta plug my OC, you know what I'm saying? Got these busting, you feel me? Go ahead and link in with my brother. But yeah, my bad.
No, you good. You know what I'm saying? You know we support Israel. We support Israel over here for sure. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go check them out for real. I mean, just make sure y'all don't put too much in there because you know Ak was over there. You know what I mean? You might have to give him water over there. yeah. But so you came into the truth in 2016, and you learned about everything. You said you started street preaching. You know what I'm saying, and trying to give everybody the word. How was it like dealing with you know what I'm saying, your people, your family, and you know what I'm saying, people that you once knew? Like was it still the same? Did some people you feel like it changed the way that they viewed you and stuff like that?
It was kind of 50-50 because like I was like, remember what I said? I was always me. So it was like people like I got the truth. It wasn't like a big change. It's just I stopped eating pork, stopped fornicating, start gathering, It was like I was already me. It's like Christ and the Most High when they made my spirit. It was just like I was always just me. So it's like when I got in the truth, I just feel like I can be myself. Because in the world, I started feeling like the world was kind of changing me. Because it was like I was always positive. So I feel like the world was starting to take that positive away. Like I started to want to be more turned up, be more like, you know what I'm saying, rowdy, and I started wanting to be more like that.
Do you feel like it was? I like that you said that because do you feel like it was more like a peer pressure, or was it just like a thing where it was like, oh, this is the norm, so I have to kind of conform, you know what I'm saying, to the norm?
It was kind of more both. It was kind of like peer pressure because all my homies, they was turned up, you know what I'm saying? Like always fighting, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't want to be the punk out of my crew. So I'm like, man, forget that. Like somebody swing on me, I'm swinging back. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted the one, but I was the one that was trying to be the peacemaker first. Like if somebody, if I see something starting, then I'll be the one like, come on, y'all, like we at a party, we all these girls around, let's chill. But if somebody swing them, you know, it's always that one dude like, man, forget what bro talk
Right.
about. Boom, you know what I'm saying? So once that happened, then all that other peacemaker stuff go out the window. But it started getting to the point where like I start wanting to fit in because we start going around like colleges, going to college parties, and so I start wanting to experiment. But the Most High was keeping me away from all that. I start wanting to do this around the time when Molly and all that stuff start popping. So I wanted to try some Molly. I wanted to do some X. I mean not X. I wanted to do some Zans and stuff like that. But the Most High was keeping me away from it. So it's like every time I wanted to do it, I end up not doing it. Every time, like, so I was just smoking weed, a lot of weed. But, you know what I'm saying, it started getting to a point where I started to lose myself, who I was initially, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I got the
I agree.
when I got the truth and I started reading and learning how Christ told us to operate, it started making me feel like, dang, I do this naturally. Dang, it's me already. So I'm like, oh, shoot, I can be myself, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of more like a comfort, like to get the truth more so than anything, you know what I'm saying? Because the world was starting to make me kind of turn into something I wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that 100%. I feel like that also happened with me. You know what I'm saying? Right before I came into the truth, which is crazy. And that's really what made me want to go to Job Corps and try to get myself back you know, in the right position. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like it was too much negativity around me that I never had before. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was always off to myself. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, everybody knew me. I was cool. You know what I mean? I was cool to be around, everything like that. But I wasn't that guy. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't that guy. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I felt like peer pressure. I felt like peer pressure was taking over me as well. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked that question, because I felt like it's definitely relatable, and I feel like some people in Israel, you know what I'm saying, have that situation going on even now. You know what I'm saying, where peer pressure takes over. You know what I'm saying, and yeah.
Now, my bad. One thing I got to say about that peer pressure, man, is to anybody listening, be yourself. Because like Christ said, man, we one body with many members. So understand who you are, understand what your function is. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the Most High made you for a reason. So just because this brother might be good at preaching and doing all this don't mean that's your function. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good to look in the mirror and find out what the Most High want for you. Everybody ain't meant to be a rapper. Everybody ain't meant to be a teacher. You might be the brother that the Most High you just good at cleaning. You love cleaning. So, you know what I'm saying? The Most High might have you in the body to fix the chairs and, you know, keep the thing together. You know what I'm saying? That might be your function. You know what I'm saying? Until the Most High say otherwise, or he put it on your spirit to figure out what you want to do. So I'm saying that to say, don't make the next man or the next sister make you insecure because you can't do what they do, because that might not be your function. Just because you ain't the pinky don't mean you ain't the thumb. Just because, you know what I'm saying, you the ear don't mean you ain't the eye. You know what I'm saying? Everything together. You know what I'm saying? So don't let the peer pressure get to you.
And to what he was just saying, you also got to remember that, you know, you need both members. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you trying to be the same member as somebody else, then that means that your function is not being used. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So whatever the gift the Most High gave you, use that gift. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People might want to, or people might encourage you to do certain things that you might not even be. It might not be your gift, but you know what I'm saying, because your friends and, you know, the people doing it, then you might want to jump into that lane. But you know what I'm saying? Always think about the gifts that the Most High gave you. We all grew up knowing that we had certain gifts, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, man. Just be aware and pray about it too. Pray about and ask the Most High, what gift was I given so I can use it effectively.
Exactly. And just to learn back off your initial question, when I first got the truth, I was, you know, of course, you know, we all get the truth. We think everybody gonna be receptive to it like how we was. So like I was the girl, you know, well, that don't matter. But when I went to my mama and everybody, you know what I'm saying, I was happy, like, Mom, we Israel. Nobody wasn't trying to hear it. You know, sleep. Like when I first got the truth, you know, the first people I really talked to about it was my cousin King Sap and Sleep. You know what I'm saying? King Sap, it kind of took him a while, you know what I'm saying? But he eventually got it like that. And then Sleep, he was already on that transition from getting out of jail. He already hit me up prior, like, man, we need to start something for Peace Through Christ. And he hit me up on Facebook trying to, you know, find a job. He was trying to change his life for the better. So he hit me up, because me and him, we each other. We just weren't like super close, but we grew up. We knew each other. Like
Right,
you
right,
know
right.
enough of issues, nothing like that. So like when sleep hit me up, you know, I was like, bro, come work with me, boom, boom, boom. And then eventually, like he was like, nah, forget that. I ain't trying to work in no restaurant. So we eventually
Yeah.
lost contact. And one day I worked at a restaurant, so I wanted to feed the homeless. Like, cause I was in a position to make extra meals. So one day I made some extra meals. This really before the truth for real all the way. Like I ain't
Right.
know the scriptures and everything about don't do things to be seen by men. I ain't know none of that at this time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, I was making up plates and all that, and then me and my big brother went out, fed the homeless, and I posted it on my Facebook. But when I posted it, I let people know like this ain't to be glorified, it's just to show like, you know what I'm saying, this is what we need to be doing for our people. The sleep hit me up
Right.
after he saw me doing that. He was like, man, I see you doing that. He was like, man, we gotta link up. Then when I got the truth, Sleep was the first person that was with me, like boom, like you know what I'm saying? My cousin King Scott. And then from there, my little brother eventually, you know, my little brother, he wasn't trying to get it at first. My little brother Bentley Aria Allah, but then eventually he got it. And then eventually me and my brother Bentley, we got my mama. And then, you know what I'm saying, everybody else in my family, you know, they now my little sister, she just now getting it after my mama passed. She just now getting it, but she just got baptized last Sunday. So, you know what I'm saying? It's
Oh,
just, you
praises,
know,
man. Oh, praises.
yes.
And
You know,
it's so great that you said that, man, because a lot of people get discouraged because their family don't come into it immediately when they tell them about it. You know what I'm saying? And you also gotta remember what the scripture says. It says, you know what I'm saying, we gotta keep in mind the things that we should do, like our works, that people be won over by those works. You know what I'm saying? And one thing, like a lot of people, it's cool to talk. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to talk. It's cool to, you know what I'm saying, give people the understanding and everything like that. But some people won't understand it and won't understand what you're talking about until they see it change you and see it change the way that you live your life. So sometimes you talking to them, but then they still realize and see the old man. You know what I'm saying? So through time, they see, oh, now it's changing them. It's changing the person that I once knew all my life. It's like, for instance, a mother, today's son. You know what I'm saying? This is the person that I've always seen him as. And now he's going and doing this, and he don't want me to call him by this name. And you know what I'm saying? First, it's going to sound crazy to them. You see what I'm saying? But then throughout time, they're going to start realizing that this is just the person that he is. You know what I'm saying? He should have been from the beginning. So all praises, you know what I'm saying, to hear that testimony, because a lot of people first couple years, especially the first couple years, they listen to you like, you know what I'm saying? You know how many different religions and different things, ideologies and philosophies that's going on in this world. They don't want to hear you. they already, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
People
Always
think it's
be mindful.
a
Yeah,
lot of people think it's
that's
just they think it's a fad. They think you only changing, just like how people go Muslim for a minute, they got
yeah.
to jail, want to change, and go right back to their old ways. Once they see
Right.
you being consistent and they see you serious, because they like
Yeah.
Christ said, you know what I'm saying? A light is better seen, not taught. So when, like you, exactly what you said,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They got to see that change, and then that's gonna make them be like, oh, okay, I see. You know what I'm saying? I see now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, facts.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. I be trying to teach, especially like the younger people that come into the truth now. I be trying to let them know, like, man, it's not about what you. It's like they not gonna understand it when you first tell them. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna really hear you when you first tell them. Some it's exceptions for some. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High might put the Spirit on them to understand it firsthand, like He did with me. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like He did with certain brothers. But most people are already stuck in a way where it don't sound like it sounds good, but it doesn't sound like something they can change their life over to. You know what I'm saying? And then when you tell them, oh, I just started learning about this and 6 months ago, they gonna look at you like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so that's something that we gotta really be mindful of when we dealing with our brothers and sisters. And always trying to make sure your actions reflect what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because if it doesn't, then you'll lose a lot of people.
Yeah, facts. I don't feel short of that. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of times, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. So I actually do want to talk about the smoking situation. How did you overcome that? Like, was there any like steps that you feel like you had to go through to, really overcome it? Because I
And
feel like
really,
that's something that's real big with our people.
my situation is rare because I had stopped for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because I was at Job Corps. I remember me and a couple students used to be sneaking weed into the school and smoking on the grounds, and then all that. But eventually, it came a time where I was like, me and Sleep, we decided to stop together. You know what I'm saying? And then I eventually went back because I remember it was me, Kakam. I keep calling him Sleep. Me,
Yeah,
Kakam.
yeah.
Uh, Cause Kakan was staying with his brother. He my dog too, my Cook LaFleur. You know what I'm saying? He
Hmm.
was staying with him at the time, and I remember we went over there, and I wasn't smoking at the time. But when my brother, my cousin King Sap came, he was fried, so it kind of made me look at him like, man, shoot. I remember I smoked, and it was me, Kakan, my little brother Bentley. It was Swag with King Sap, and it was me. And I remember I got high. They was barbecuing that day. I remember we smoked and I ate. And I ain't smoked in a while since that. Like I ain't smoked prior to that day. I ain't smoked in a while. But when I saw my cousin come in fried, I'm like, man, I can do it one more time. So you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I did it, and all I know is we sleep. Kakan was like, man, hey y'all, before y'all leave, can y'all take me to Kroger's? We went to Kroger's. Me and my cousin King Sap fried, walking through the aisle, looking at all the food, just want to grab everything. But Bentley and Kakan, they're the only two sober ones. So
Right.
us, my cousin King Sap was like, hey, take me up to this girl house real quick. I gotta get this laptop, like with all my stuff on there. We was like, all right, bet. Not knowing that somebody just got killed up there. So we
Hmm.
go up there, we drive up there, we driving past police and stuff. We drive on the street, and not me being fried, like I'm not realizing it's a whole dude right there standing with like a big AK, just standing outside, like with an
Hmm.
AK, because I'm fried. I'm in the passenger seat, just
Right.
about to goes off, like. But my little brother driving, sleep in the back seat. My cousin King Sap on this side. And all I know is King Sap got the car, went to get the laptop, came back outside, opened the trunk to put it in there. The dude said something to King Sap, like, I guess, like, what you doing over here? But my cousin King Sap, he ain't no, his whole life, he ain't been no punk. So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
said something to him, he don't go. So his first initial reaction was, you know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
Sleep, Kakam, like, bruh, he got a gun. Like, bruh, he got a
Yeah.
chop. Like, bro, I'm tripping. And then, as you know, I don't know how King Sap got in the car, but all I know is that door shut and Bentley pulled off. And I remember waking up and I remember me like kind of sobering up. And I remember like in my mind, I'm just anticipating gunshots. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
like this car about to get shot up. And then
Right.
like after that day, I remember Kakan was like, man, bro, I ain't messing with y'all no more. Y'all almost got me killed. Cause
Right.
Kakan, he from the street. He
Yeah.
lived that life. You know what I'm saying? He really
Hmm.
lived that life. So he like, man, y'all just almost got me killed and I ain't messing with y'all no more. And then eventually, you know what I'm saying? Me comment, I'm talking after that, and I was like, man, I'm done with this. Like, I feel like that was the last warning for me. So, like,
Hmm.
I remember me and my little brother Bentley, the weed we had left. I remember because he was about to go back to weed because I was being a stumbling block. So I remember we both threw the weed out the window and we didn't look back. And that was before baptism. That was late 2016. And I remember I ain't smoked ever since. Cause now that fear of the Most High in me to the point I'm like, man, if I smoke again, he might just take me out. So that's what's keeping me from going back. I'm like, I'm
Hmm.
cool. Like that day, I feel like he put that fear in me to the point I'm like, I'm cool, and I ain't looked back ever since.
Man, that's hey. And now look, I know for a fact that there's other people that have similar situations because uh, my brother has same similar situation as well. You know what I'm saying? But he's continued in it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you shared that, man, for sure, because that's definitely something that our people struggle with. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to see what made you, what I'm saying, really stop it, because that's something that I know our people battle with in the spirit. But you know what I'm saying? Just like what's it, Psalms 110, fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You know what I'm saying?
But
That right there, it just shows it. You know what I'm saying? You feared the Most High that He was going to take your life, and then after that, you made your decision to start walking in wisdom. So yeah, all praises
I
to the
said,
Most High for that, man.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm big cool.
facts, facts. I feel you on that, man. That's crazy. Uh, so Where you from? Where you from? Did you? I don't know if I asked you.
Cincinnati. Yeah, Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay, yeah,
Born
man,
and raised.
Ohio. Big shout out to Cincinnati, Ohio, man. My wife actually from Cleveland, Ohio.
Over.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she from Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too much familiar with Ohio, but I want to go down there too. But maybe whenever I go down there to see her family, I can stop by and see y'all too. You know what I'm saying?
If you come down here, definitely hit me up, man. We can,
You already know.
back. We gonna do it right.
Yeah, definitely. We locked in. We locked in. So yeah, it's always there. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk a little bit about the you know what I'm saying, your music and everything like that. So
Okay.
when did you start or decide to start making music for the Most High? And did you used to make music in the world?
Facts. Definitely made music in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because like you know how like you be lukewarm in the world, like to the point you kind of make music for people that they want to hear, but your heart and your spirit kind of music. Yeah. So I was always like that. Like we would make club songs and all that, but I always make a God song over here, but we'll never release it. Nobody ain't want to hear it, so we just put it over there. And we thought songs, turn up, smoke. I make a God song over here. So it was like I was always right there, but I wasn't always like. Now I can go back and look at my songs when I was 16, like this stuff on YouTube. Like I can go back and look at one of my songs and be like, dang, it sounded like it sounded like the Most High was already working with me. It's like, dang, that's crazy. But it wasn't until one night. Matter of fact, no, it didn't even start there. It went to Job Corp. I bought a laptop, I bought a MacBook, I bought a mic and all that. I remember we was doing worldly music. Then when I got to the truth, and I remember my brother Matazadok, Young Yash, he was he threw on some righteous music for me. This is my first time hearing it. And this one, like nobody wasn't really rapping in righteous music for real. Like all the rappers was kind of rapping like kind of on some lyrical New York style, like you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like when he was doing music, I'm like, man, this. I'm like, this hard. Like it was Peasy. He played Peasy. Brother Brian.
Brother Brian. Yeah, that's the most of us came up in for sure.
Yeah, like so. I'm like, man, it's hard. Like I'm like, man, I'm gonna do something like this. But this in the beginning of my walk, and I remember I went to the gathering with him, and then like after the gathering, I remember I went back to my dorm, and like it was on my spirit. Like I ain't even feel right making no worldly music. Like it just feel weird. Like it's not. The more I'm learning, the more I'm like, man, it don't feel right. So I remember. I went to my computer, just went on YouTube, found the beat, put my headphones on, and then I remember the first song I freestyled, like that whole first, I don't know if you heard the Quan mixtape. That was our first mixtape. I remember most of them songs was freestyle from me playing with the just going out the spirit on the MacBook. Then we went to the studio and re-recorded them. But the first song I made was the Lord, you know I love you. I never put no one else above you. I freestyled that. That was my first true song ever. And I just like freestyle, like I was going off the spirit. And then I remember I just kept going. And then I remember I hit up my cousin King Sap, because me and him was Sap Squad. Me and him made up Sap Squad. And it was my brother Cash. But Cash eventually didn't want to be a part of the group no more. So he was like, I'm going to do my own thing. He ain't really want to rap no more. But I remember me and King, I was talking to King Sap and our manager, which is King Sap Big Brother. And I was like, man, I don't want to do like worldly music no more. I was like, man, I think we should start doing truth music. Like, and I remember they weren't with it. They was like, man, nah, man, nobody want it. Ain't time yet. We still got to get the crowd. Let's get the crowd first, and then we can transition. I'm like, man, forget that. I want to start now. I don't feel right. Boom, boom, boom. And I remember I just kept going. And then I remember Sleep wasn't even rapping at this time. And I remember I used to always pick up Kakam before I went to the because Kakam did music in the world too. But at this point in time, he was just focused on the Most High. So he wasn't like with the music and none of that right now. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I used to pick him up. And every time before we go on our way to the class, like I'll be playing the music I made from my MacBook. I'm like, bro, what you think about this? I remember I just kept playing music for him. He like, man, it's hard. He's like, yeah, I rock with it. I was like, for real, da da da. Then eventually, I think the first song Kakam hopped on was Spotlight. Me and Kakam and my little brother Bentley, we was at my homie house. I brought my MacBook and we found some beats and we went in there and we freestyled Spotlight, which on my Kwame album, man. From there, Sleep, we just started like doing music together. It was because Bentley, I made him rap on the Curses song, the intro to the hook. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it started kind of like coming together. then eventually when Sleep had to connect, he had all the connection in the world. So like Sleep hooked us
Right.
up. Sleep hooked us up with his engineer Tooms. And once we went to Tooms and we start re-recording the songs and pulling up the beats, after that, it was over. I'm like, man, this it. I ain't going back. This it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Then that was the start of everything.
Okay, man, that's crazy. Um, is that your regular way to make music? You do the freestyles all the time, or is it just when spirit leads you, you freestyle? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you write. What's up?
I'm about 80% right. Cause I like to write, but Sleep got me on the freestyling. You know what I'm saying? Cause we used to try to freestyle. Actually, in the world, I used to freestyle. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how I did it because I was always high, but I know like I was known as the freestyler. Like I used to be bar for bar, but in the world you ain't got no standards, so you ain't gotta rely. You don't gotta think about what you're talking about. You just go. But in the truth, you gotta really watch what come out your mouth. So it's like it's a little more complicated to freestyle off the dome. But in the world, it was over. But when I got the truth, you know what I'm saying, I started writing more. You know what I'm saying? But after Quam, I started writing because I was always a dope writer. But then I started writing more, like for the Most High, kind of. Then eventually, as I started seeing Sleep, I'm like, man, he always freestyling niggas hard. Like he always. So eventually, I'm like, man, forget that. I want to try to freestyle some songs too. So it started becoming the thing where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna write 2 songs. Now I'm gonna freestyle 2 songs. So then it started becoming like that to the point I'm like, oh, okay, this is how you go. Then eventually I started hearing myself, learning myself. And then eventually it all just came together. So now I'm at the point where I could be confident enough to go in the studio and freestyle a song, and I could be confident enough to write a song right here. And now when I write, my penmanship be like this. Like it take me about 15 minutes. Like I go on break at work and write 2 songs. Like I wrote that Hello song, and I wrote this other song that me and Sleep gonna have on our tape, our next tape. But like I wrote Hello.
Man,
and
y'all
like,
dropping another one too? Yeah, see, look, that's what I'm talking about, bro. These brothers be working, man. These brothers be working.
We already about 10, 12 songs in. I got a lot of music. I got a lot of music on my laptop that I haven't dropped. I don't know why I'm just waiting. But it's like I got songs from 2018 that still ain't dropped yet. Like we just be holding on to music.
Yeah, I already know how it be. So do y'all be like, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all be locking yourselves up in the booth and just be going crazy or what?
Oh yeah, when I was Come, I ain't gonna lie, like it'd be a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because we started this thing together. So when I'm with like a Come, like when I'm by myself, it's cool because I be having a booth by myself and I be getting to do my thing. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm with a Come, like we go, our energy flow off each other and bounce. So you know what I'm saying? So it'd be easy. It'd just come like he go in there do his part, I go in there freestyle my part. Next beat,
next song. Yeah, facts.
I do the hook, he do the verse. Next beat. We both split a hook. We both go back and forth. Next beat, like we just go like that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Because
I know exactly what you mean. But I used to rap in the world. You know what I'm saying? And the Most I gave me the gift, and I can rap now in the truth, but I just don't. So I understand what y'all mean, bro. I understand what y'all mean.
You gotta give me a Kakam, a feature, bro. You perping. We need that. We need that.
Look, one of these days, man. One of these days, I'm gonna really show you how I get down with the flow.
Nah, bro. Ain't no one of these days. I'll send you a beat tonight. After the interview, I'm sending you a beat, and I'm gonna see if you can come up with a hook, a verse, or whatever, and we'll go based off whatever you come up with, or however you want to do it.
I know you are. I know you are. Look, I know you are. So yeah.
He said, "Oh, I don't know about."
No. I could do it, but I'm just saying, like, when we do it, I already know I'm be getting hit up because brothers been always talk stuff. You know what I'm saying? And saying like, man, one day I'm gonna get up on the beat. You know what I'm saying? But I never do it for real. But I do got the gift, and I just been waiting on the Most High to tell me when to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like when to truly, all right. Do that, you know what I'm saying, if he want me to do it. So that's all I've really been waiting on for real. You know what I'm saying? When you gonna let me loose, Most High?
Let the spirit guide you, you feel me?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so the first what was the first like you said the first tape that you dropped was Quam, or was it Quam you said?
Quan.
or Quam.
He
And then
came.
what was it? Yeah, I think the first track or the first um, tape. I don't know if it was a mixtape or an album, but the first one I heard was the Valley of the Dry Bones.
Oh, for real? Yeah,
The
that's the one
val-
after Quan.
yeah, real
That's
for
the one
real.
with me. Yeah, that's the one after. That's our second tape.
That's what's up. Because the reason why I said that is because I remember distinctly when I first heard the song, I was just playing like new music, you know, what I'm saying, truth music, trying to find artists and stuff like that. And I was hear the Valley of the Dry Bone. And the craziest part was we was actually going over that, like for that week. Like that week we was going over like stuff about the Valley of the Dry Bones and stuff. So it just was like, man, that's, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah. And then I remember I was just at work, just bumping the whole tape. Like one day, I was just like, man, this is hard. Like, you know, so I had to look, I had to look out. Like, who's this?
That's why I pray to a
Yeah,
higher. That's why I
exactly.
call you
Call it Shia.
because I
I know you're lying. Hey.
I know the devil a
Yeah,
liar. Hey, that was my
yeah.
cut.
Hey, I
Hey,
ain't gonna lie.
my
That's the.
Leave Babylon though. I remember when Sleep.
Mhm.
I remember when Kakam sent me that hook and he let me hear it. I'm like, bruh, you gotta get me on this. I'm like, bruh, I'm sorry. Like, let me get on this
Yeah.
thing. Like, I remember when he did I Pray. I remember when he did I Pray. I was like, man, hey, because I remember he was at the
Oh
gathering.
yeah.
He let all the ox hear it. It was like whoever want to get on it, get on this thing, because he already had it. He already had the hook, the verse. He like whoever want to hear it, whoever want to get on it, boom. All the ox was like, I looked around. I'm like, shoot, y'all
What y'all
tripping. I'm
doing?
on. I'm
Right,
on
right.
that thing. I'm sorry, it's over. And that thing turned out to be, you know what I'm saying? That was
Yeah,
the
man. Yeah,
one.
that it was a lot of tracks up on there, man. It was a lot of tracks on there. I was just bumping them joints. So I pray, yeah, that was heat. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not mistaken, hmm, no. I did. It was another song that he had with Film from Zion. So that was the other
Homeborn.
song, huh?
You talk about homeborn slave, or
No,
is you
but
talking about
that track fire as well.
vibes with the video vibes
Yeah, it was vibes. I believe it was
on the
vibes.
beach?
I did a
On the beach?
reaction. Yeah, I think I did a
Yeah,
reaction to
yeah.
that track as well. But yeah, man. So how did y'all come up with like the Valley of the Dry Bones, the album or tape or mixtape?
Man, it's so long ago, boy. I
Yeah.
remember at the Quan, you know, we start wanting to be more like as we start getting more knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We got
Mm-hmm.
to a point where like we really wanted to wake our people up. So we wanted to let our people know they was the Valley of the Dry Bones. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I remember we just like we got in the booth directly after Quam and me, Billy, and Sleep. We just went in there and just kept working, and we wanted every song to kind of like reach our people. That's why he said
Right.
you got to solo in the line. Can't be wasting no time. You know what I'm saying? Like it got
Yeah.
to a point where like this is for our people. We got to reach our people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that whole thing was really dedicated to try to wake up our people. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole motivation behind that tape. Quam, we just getting the truth. We Quam rise. You know what I'm saying? We, you know what I'm saying? Just
Mm-hmm.
going off the spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The
Right.
values drop on our people. We trying to go out here and wake up the lost sheep. So that's
Right now it's like edifying. Like now it's more
yeah.
edifying with the music. Really.
And realizing the door closing, the gate closing. So, you know, this the hour of temptation. So it ain't the
Mm-hmm.
same no more. Versus back then in 2016, 17, 18, the vibes was different. The spirit was different. Now, like everything's shifting. You could tell like Christ coming back soon. So the
Yeah.
gate kind of closed. We still got to try to wake up our people, but at the same time, we got to make sure we right. We got to make sure
Yeah.
we
For
good.
sure.
We don't want to get caught up trying to wake our people up, and then we ain't together. Then somebody make it that we saved, and then we don't make it ourselves. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, man. That's actually really important, especially for our people because sometimes we be thinking like, okay, yeah, we brought so many people into this truth, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, we taught so many people about it, but at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter to the Most High if you ain't never tried to change or repent yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, you can win a lot of souls, but what's that gonna do for you? You know what I'm saying? If you don't repent yourself, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, it also a lot of that, like people don't realize like a lot of that stuff is vanity if you're not really trying to work on yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And the
Hmm.
like we were talking about earlier about you know what I'm saying, people viewing you and your perception. You bring somebody into the truth, and then they see you doing something that's completely against the scriptures, then that can shake up their faith. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times,
And that's why.
and really reflect and say like, man, you know, the person that brought me into this stuff really don't really believe, so why should I believe in it? So yeah, you got to be mindful of what you're doing too.
And that's why that Redemption album is probably one of my favorite ones, because
Yeah.
I like to be an open book. So like when I fall short, I want Israel to know I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Mm-hmm.
striving to be perfect. So that'd be my thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we all battle with things. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
man, just so happened to be what it was. You feel me? I didn't feel.
Right.
I didn't feel the fornication. I didn't feel the adultery. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't feel the lust and all that. You know what I'm saying? But the
Mm-hmm.
goal is to overcome it. That's the thing. Like I'm not
Exactly.
never gonna stop. I'm never gonna stop fighting to overcome that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
through Adam, we that malignant root is in us, so we got to continue to fight to kill it every day. That's why I see why I say
Mm-hmm.
repent, because if
Yeah.
we just we take it a day at a time in this walk, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to take it a day at a time. You wake up, sin not. The sun go down, pray. Father, you know what I'm saying? I pray my angel gave you a good report. Wake up, do it again. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's really why Christ said this yoke is not hard. It's pretty easy. It's just
Mm-hmm.
our own flesh and our own lust can lead us to, you know, straying away from what the Most High want for us. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Right.
something I'm really 100% working on at this moment. And I've been doing, you know, Ahio been with me, and I've been, you know, overcoming. My wife been with me. You know what I'm saying? So we getting better and better each day, and I'm really seeing like His will is perfect. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna put more on you than you can bear. So, you
Right.
know, I'm just trying to be a better man each day. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. And I pray, you know what I'm saying, for your guidance in that walk, you know what I'm saying, in your you know what I'm saying, situation. You know what I'm saying? That you can continue to make the correct judgment, you know what I'm saying, and continue to be able to be vigilant enough to see, you know what I'm saying, when
Mm,
danger presents itself to you, so you can, you know, make the right decisions. So yeah, man. 'Cause I know,
yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying.
You know,
We
because it
all
all
we all
falls on
better. We all better.
exactly. Yeah, because it all falls on me at the end of the day. It
Mm-hmm.
falls on the decisions I make. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So the first step is self accountability, and then everything that come after that, you gotta just take it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take it.
Mm-hmm.
If the Father chastises who He loves, so I know He loved me. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I gotta continue to just strive to show Him I love Him back. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what it is, man. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So what was the give me a handful of songs that you feel like um are some songs that you like made for Israel. You know, if you can, you know what I'm saying, off the top of your head.
Hello, hello was definitely made for Israel.
Oh man, yeah, we was listening to that earlier before the live stream, man. Uh if y'all haven't checked it out, I might have to go ahead and do a reaction to it probably tonight, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then I'll drop that mug whenever I can. But that track is fire. That track fire. We go ahead.
I'll praise the Most High for real, cause boy, I wrote that thing like 15 minutes. That's how
Mm-hmm.
I knew, like, cause every time before I write or when I get in the booth, I light my frankincense, I pray, and ask the Father to guide my tongue, guide my flow, guide my melody, guide everything pertaining to this music, and just use me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, so as soon as I turn the beat on, I don't even listen to the beats or nothing. So I just
Mm-hmm.
sometimes just go to my car on break, sit, go in my car, start it up, go on YouTube or check my email because a lot of brothers be sending me beats, me and Pecan beats, and I just go through the beats. After I pray, I hit the first beat, and then if it resonates with my spirit, I just go to my notepad and just start just typing, and then I got this voice recorder on my phone so I can remember my flow and everything. Then
Right.
I like write about like 8 bars, and then stop it, play the beat and rap it, and then keep
Mm-hmm.
writing and rap it just so I can remember how I
Right.
said it
So you
and
can
everything.
remember how you said it. Yeah, 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 for sure. I should. I
But
like.
hello,
I be hating when that happens. You know what I mean? Like you be writing something and then you forget the cadence that you had when you was thinking about it when you first do it. Yeah, man. That
that be the worst
that
feeling.
thing. That'd be the worst feeling because then you trying to recite it to yourself and you like, man, why did I even say this? Yeah. So yeah.
Exactly. But I had to say hello, go way up. You know what I'm saying? The two songs you play. I had to say Valley of the Dry Bones. I had to say, man, honestly, man. Now I'm looking back. all of them like fell
Mm,
short.
yeah,
Redemption. It's
Redemption.
like
Yeah, I love that album, bro.
cause get back, like,
Hmm.
bruh, like, the song with me and Tay, blame,
Yeah.
uh, loved ones with my sister Atar, blow the trumpet with my brother Malaki Allah,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
talk.
That's probably my favorite track. You know what I'm saying? That's probably like my favorite track. To blow the trumpet. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be listening to that book like crazy. I be listening to that book like crazy because it just gives like the melody and the sound, and then you know what I'm saying, the way that you was just speaking and just being so transparent, and you know what I'm saying, and really it was just something important, you know what I'm saying, for Israel. So yeah, man, that
And
was
that's I'm really one thing I realized being in this truth, to be honest,
mhm.
is you can't expect much from everybody you meet. You know, whether it's truth or not, you just got to be the best person you can be.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like you can't expect everybody to treat you exactly how you treat them. You know what I'm saying? You will hope they do, but you can't expect that. And once you move that out the way, you really start to see yourself. Like the Most High and Christ is looking at you. You're gonna be judged alone. They're looking at how you reacted, how you handle
yeah,
situations. People was talking about you. Did you forgive them? Did you hold a grudge? He looking at you. So it's like
hmm,
walk with that mindset. You know, you handle things a certain way. And I'm saying that to say because that blow the trumpet, all these songs I made, I like to be transparent, and I don't want to never look like a superhero. I don't never
yeah,
want to look like I'm a superhero. I don't want people to look up to me, look up to Christ. I don't want people to look up to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I fall short. You know what I'm saying? I'm
right.
not perfect. I'm striving to be perfect, but I'm not perfect. So don't look up to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm striving each day
Go in there.
to, you know what I'm saying, make the right decisions. You feel me? So that's what it's about. So, you know, we got to be transparent in this truth. You know what I'm saying? With this music.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you, and I feel like that's the reason why I tend to like a lot of your music because you show the people with your music that we're not like we still human, like we still are able to fall, we're still able to deal with these things, even though we in a position where a lot of people put us at a higher esteem, like doing the music and being a teacher and you know things like that. We still go through temptations, we still battle like everybody else, you know what I'm saying. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like just because we have this understanding or we can make songs and stuff like that does not mean that we don't still go through the same things that everybody else do. You know what I'm saying? Because we
That,
all are one body. You know what I'm saying? If the body is getting attacked, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, oh, I ain't part of the body no more. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like we all gonna get attacked. You know what I'm saying? Ain't one like it says in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? No sin is common is uncommon to men. Like everybody has these same situations going on with themselves. It's just about how they apply it. You know what I'm saying? And are they keeping the laws and everything like that? And I'm glad that you said what you said about you had to examine yourself and see like even if this person doesn't treat me a certain way, did I keep the faith? Did I keep the law to my best ability? Because at the end of the day, when you face to face to the Father, you can't say, "Oh well," you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So and so, you see how they treated me? Like he not gonna care about that because look how they treated Christ. They treated Christ so bad that they wanted him dead, and yet still when he was, you know what I'm saying, about to get death, he said, "Father, forgive them." You know what I'm saying? So that just shows if you trying to walk like Christ, you have to have that same kind of attitude. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
that,
people don't. A lot of people don't know when they offended. A lot of people don't know that they're offended. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have the understanding of the laws or the understanding of how they're supposed to conduct themselves dealing with each other. You know what I'm saying? So we got to also be aware of that and vigilant of those spirits. A lot of people getting attacked by certain spirits, just like how you were saying, when you was in the bed, you was getting attacked by the spirits. A lot of people get attacked by the spirits while they walking to and fro. You know what I'm saying? Spirit jump on you
mhm.
real quick. So you got to also be mindful of that stuff as well.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's important, self-examination and You know, cause I feel like exactly what you said, especially with us being. I didn't realize. I don't think I realized because I try to stay humble as you know. On I don't try to look at myself like how other people may view me. I just try to be me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So not realizing when I do certain things, it's gonna affect certain people a certain way, which can be a stumbling block. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And you know what I'm saying? That's something I gotta really consider moving forward within my walk. You know what I'm saying? As long as I higher bless me with more breath, you know what I'm saying, and more days on this earth, I gotta right my wrongs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because as long as we do our best while we on this earth to, heal our people and fix the things we may have messed up and all that. I'm pretty sure a higher gonna see that. The Most High gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? That's like what I'm saying, operating like Christ. So.
Well, it's a scripture for that as well. It says that, what I'm saying, a just man fall 7 times, but he get up. You know what I'm saying? So he know that we're gonna fall. It's not uncommon for us to fall. You see what I'm saying? But it's about how you gonna get up and are you gonna continue the faith. 7 times mean that you done failed to your sin 7 times. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah,
Exactly.
man, we gotta remember that, man. We gotta remember that.
Exactly.
Um, so let's talk. Let's get back into the music. Y'all dropped the All Praises to the Most High album, which what I'm saying, that was one of my favorite. I did a reaction to some of the tracks off of that album. What made y'all bring that? Y'all wanted to do some like praise type music with that album.
Yeah, man. We felt it was time. We felt it was time to praise the Most High and just give our glory to the Father for allowing us for even blessing our ministry in the first place. Because when we came in the truth, like it's like we just got blessed. Like when we came in the truth and we start doing music, like our subscribers and the views and not even looking at that, but just like the people were receptive to our music like so fast. So it was just like, dang, all praises. You know what I'm saying? So we just wanted to sit back and really just thank the Father. That whole mixtape. I say 99.9% of that mixtape we freestyle. Like I probably wrote 2 songs and testimony. I wrote testimony
Testimony.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I remember me and my mama was sitting down and I was letting her hear it. I remember when I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? I was just sitting down with her, singing it to her, letting her hear it. She was like, "Yeah, I like this song." And then my mama was she was on Persuasion on Valley of the Dry Bones too. I remember she was helping me out with the hook. You know what I'm saying? And me and her was singing that thing together too. But ah man, my bad. Something about my
Yeah.
dudes, but yeah,
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, man. I already
yeah,
know.
yeah. But yeah, man, it's just my bad. Say the question again. I kind of got yeah.
Yeah. I feel you, man. And you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I'm sorry to hear about that. You know what I'm saying, and everything like that. But you
Yeah,
know,
I appreciate it.
luckily she was able to come into the understanding of who she was and everything like that. You know what I'm saying. And now she's at rest. You know what I'm saying, until that time. You know what I'm saying. So
Exactly.
praises to
Exactly.
that. But I was
Oh yeah,
asking
my
you.
praise to
Yeah.
my bad.
You're good. You're good.
Question
I
came
feel
back
you. Hey, look,
in. Yeah,
it's
I'll
still
praise
fresh. It's still fresh. So I understand.
me and Kakan. Yeah, we wanted to just praise the Most High. So 99.9% of the album we freestyle. We just went in there and found beats and just went off the spirit. All that album was freestyle for real, except the last song and testimony. I think them was the only songs I really, or was it? Oh yeah, and the one you played, the one you just played, wisdom. Yeah, it's foolish, foolish.
Yeah, foolish. Hey,
Yeah,
look, yeah,
foolish.
that track fire. Yeah, that track fire
I
too.
remember when I wrote that song, I typed in Rick Ross type beat, and that thing popped up. I remember I sat outside waiting for choir rehearsal, and I wrote that song.
Hmm, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
man. We just wanted to praise the Most High.
Yeah, man. All
Yeah, we
right,
just.
that's what's up, man. Cause like when I heard, it, I'm like, it's so funny when y'all drop this. I'm like, why ain't nobody ever made this album before? You know what I'm saying? But with that title,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
crazy.
saying? I was
Yeah,
like,
like
what?
we
Like
for
as
it, but
much as we use those acronyms, bro, I ain't never heard nobody make it. So, but it was
yeah,
perfect. It was perfect when I listened to it. I'm like, man, this because a lot of people, a question that I get asked a lot is like, what does that mean? Because like I'll be posting it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So people like, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? If I could just give them the album, and like, listen to it, man. Just just listen to it. They you
yeah.
gonna explain everything, man. All praise to the Most High. You know.
Now,
But
the water
yeah,
for your support, the water for your support, man.
yeah, man. Like I feel like this, man. When the Most High shows me certain artists and things that actually help with my spirit, because a lot of the songs that I listen to, you know what I'm saying? I was listening to them and they really help my spirit. They really uplift my spirit. And I feel like when I get a person, you know what I'm saying, or a group or anything like that, that I can listen to their music and it helps me get through, you know what I'm saying, something I'm going through. I gotta stick with them. You know what I'm saying, for sure, because it was a time where that, you know, it's just like when we was in the winter, when we were in the world. You know what I'm saying? You would listen to that one artist that you listen to, and they help you get through
You
certain
won't
situations. You
you
know what I'm
wouldn't even
saying?
believe you wouldn't even believe who my two favorite artists was.
Hey, we talked about this, but I want you
Oh,
to tell the people. Well,
man,
you told me what? You told me what the other day. You told me what the other day. But like,
who
yeah,
was it?
who was your favorite one?
Now go ahead. Who you think? Who I tell you it was?
Soldier Boy, tell. Can't dare you.
Right. Big facts. I
Hey.
don't care. Draco Soldier, that was my dog. He played a big part in the person I am today. I don't care. I'll say it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
cause I remember when I grew up, I had low self esteem. Like I
Right.
ain't had no girlfriend. Like I was depressed, thinking of suicide. Bro, I was going through it as a kid at elementary school. And I remember
Yeah.
my big brother Tay, he was living in Chicago at the time. So like they music scene was a little different back then, like in 2006. And I remember he
Yeah.
came to me. They came in town for like we was like doing a little family get together. And I remember he gave me this big thick blue iPod. And I remember he gave it to me. When I was listening to
Yeah.
music, I'm like, it had mass Underground Soldier Boy on it, like Underground Soldier, like before he
Mm-hmm.
made Crank. And I remember I was
Right.
listening, I'm like, but I ain't gonna lie, I got attached. Like I'm like, oh yeah. And then eventually
Yeah.
YouTube started popping. Then I start seeing him before he made it, like just seeing his
Right.
come up and everything. I start to get my confidence through him because I'm like, dang, he around my
Mm.
age. You know what I'm saying? I'm 27. He
Right.
like 30. Like I was like, man, he young. You know what I'm saying? Like he doing this. So eventually, I start writing the name, the Soldier P on my glasses, and like had a rubber band elementary
Yeah.
school. Then eventually, like eighth grade is where I reached my turning point. Like everything before eighth grade was just like probably the worst years of my life. Like I ain't had no confidence. Like it was just horrible. But when I started listening to Soldier Boy and I started finding my confidence through him and start dancing and all that,
Yeah.
my next I started getting a little popular. So now they started learning me. They started knowing me as Soldier P. I had the haircut. I had the splits on my thing. I had my eyebrows. Like, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. And then eventually, you know what I'm saying, I start performing at talent shows and cranking that Soldier Boy, doing the Get Silly dance, and that made me
Right.
get my stage presence and helped me to want to start writing music and like all cause
Mm-hmm.
Soldier, because he was, what I'm saying, it was all through him. And then Tupac just took it out of there
Yeah.
when because my mom, everybody knew her in the hood as Tupac, so like she had Tupac tattoo right here and all that. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So I always knew about Pac, but Soldier, I feel like I could relate to him more because he's around my age. So like both of
Right.
them played a huge part in like me getting my confidence, me wanting to do music, and me feeling like I can actually do it. And I can walk into a room and I have my head down, I can look up, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, them was my two dogs, Soldier and Tupac.
That's what's up, man. And to be honest with you, like, it's a lot of people that won't say that they was a fan of Soldier Boy, bro. But at the
They ain't
time
gonna
when
say that.
Soldier Boy, yeah, yeah.
They
But at the
was.
time when Soldier Boy was at his peak, bro, people was really rocking with Soldier Boy, and they can't say they wasn't, bro. Because we was all up in that
Fact.
boy cranking that. You feel me? We was
You
all
know
over
what's
there hitting
funny?
the
He helped
Superman.
me with facts, but he helped
Yeah,
me with my confidence too. Because even in that sense, you gotta think when he made it, he was like 16 years old.
yeah, yeah,
He had the whole world hating this man. Imagine that
mm,
pressure. So that gave me
yeah.
the confidence to look at myself like, shoot, if he can take it, I can take it. Because I was getting
Right.
bullied. I was going through all type of stuff when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking like, shoot,
Mm,
if this dude's 16, I'm only 14. He taking all that, the whole world hating this man, so I can take it. So eventually, I
right,
start not caring what people thought, and I still
right.
care, but like it started
I know
teaching
what you
me
mean.
like
I know
that.
what you mean. Yeah.
I learned different things from Tupac and Soldier. Like they both showed me two different things that helped me throughout my life.
Mm. That's what's up. That's what's up. Like I said, people won't say it, but yeah, Soldier was a big influence on a lot of kids, like especially around that time. I'm 26, you know what I'm saying, about to be 27 or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. So I grew up around that same age, you know, same time. He was young. We like, man, who is this? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
And then he brought the dance scene back because you know what I mean. We always did the little dances and stuff, but he brought the dance scene back and like opened up a whole nother door for a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't even be popping if he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
ripping over. If he
Yeah.
didn't kick that door down, a lot of these rappers would not be in here.
Yeah, facts.
But
But
neither here. Next
so
up, my brother.
yeah. That's look. We going back. So so after y'all dropped the All Praises to the Most High, which I just want to say y'all were dropping so much music between you and Kakam. Like I literally could never just say I never had nothing to listen to, because y'all dropped so much music, bro. It was crazy because like it would be like it would be you, Kakam, then it'd be Anaviel, then Hezekiah, and y'all would just, I promise you, it was like every single day it was a new song just circulating. I'm just like, okay.
Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brothers. Shout out to my brothers. Anaviel, that's a good brother. You know what I'm saying? That's a humble dude. He a real good brother. Shout out to my brother Hezekiah. That's my dog. Shout out to my brother Durock. That's my brother. You know, shout out to King Tazawar, Cincinnati. Young Yash, Cincinnati. Kevo and the Truth. Truly underrated artist. My sister Atara. You know what I'm saying? She a magnificent singer. My sister Kalea. You know what I'm saying? It's so many. You know what I'm saying? There's so many true artists.
It's so many. And the crazy part is like you'll start saying all these names and you be like,
you don't want to feel left out.
But it's so many good artists, bro. It's definitely so many good artists.
Of course, my brother Kakam, King Sap, my little brother Bentley. You know what I'm saying? My everybody that's a part of the GOCC body. You know what I'm saying? Peasy, Brother Bronze, you know, everybody. Shout out to everybody that's doing the work for the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. That's how you.
She ain't dropped no music in a minute, but she talented too. My sister Rawatia. There's a lot of people out there, man, that need a little bit more light out on themselves.
Yeah, for sure, man.
My brother Young Yash, my brother Dawadai, my brother Trey Israel, that's on Hello, he sang the hook for me, and my brother Tay Tay, you know what I'm saying? They part of T-Dub. And they got and Matazadak, he the one that gave me the truth. So, shout out to my brother Young Yash too.
Man, all praise, man. Look, you got so you know what I'm saying. I ain't typing all them names, you know what I'm saying.
Nah, you good.
I just playing.
I know I'm missing people, but
so yeah, man. So y'all dropped All Praise to the Most High in 2019, and then you dropped music in between there, 2019. Let me check.
Let me check with you, my brother.
Yeah, right. Cause you drop, I'm telling you, bro, you drop so much music, bro. I just can't keep up. Let
me check with you too. You know what I'm saying?
After you drop the All Praise to the Most High, cause I already know some songs that I want to talk about. Oh, of course. So you dropped couple collabs. Yeah, and then y'all dropped Judaware. You know what I'm saying? Which, to be honest with you, I wish I had the funds at the time, bro, because I really wanted one of them shirts. At least two of them shirts. because
man, we did drop so clean. After All Praise to the Most High, doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He did. I dropped the Nobody video. He dropped Control of Me. He dropped Spiritual Healing with Brother Brown, Stress Issues. Yeah. And I dropped a lot with Courtney and my little brother and Brother Brown. And then Sleep and Beloved. They dropped their tape. You know what I'm saying? And then dang, yeah, man. It is a lot of music on.
What I tell you, I'm telling you, y'all been doing this thing. Y'all probably don't realize it because y'all just be like, all right, you see, we go drop a tape or whatever. But when you looking in, it's like, bro, I could just put y'all tape on repeat, bro. I could be listening to the tracks for 74, 78 hours. You feel me? Like it's so much music, bro. It's so much music, and and it's all good. It's all good music. So you know what I'm saying. Keep you going. But then y'all dropped you and Sleepy or Kakam. Let me make sure I correct that.
I know.
Yeah, it's so hard because you know what I'm saying, I met him as Sleepy, so you know what I'm saying. But yeah, Kakam, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to the name change again. You know what I'm saying. And I know how to say it now. Yeah. Hey, look, bro. It was funny. It was funny when I first tried to say his name, and he was like, "Nah, that's how you say it." And then he told me it, and I still butchered it again. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn your name. I'm gonna learn your name.
I'd be like that. Be like that. Yeah, we dropped
Yeah.
Judah Wear next. That was the next take we dropped Judah.
And y'all dropped the Judah Wear, and then y'all also dropped the Judah Wear clothing, right?
That's actually our sister, the Washa, the Washa, and our other sister. They from the Houston body. They Texas. You know what I'm saying? They no Dallas. They in Dallas. So you know they.
Was it like a sponsor kind of like a sponsor?
Yeah, we wanted to support our sisters. We wanted to. It was all Sleep idea because he was already linked in with them. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like he was
The one with the connections.
Yeah, you know. So he was already rocking the Judah Wear. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this clothing line hard. He's like, man, we should do a tape about it. And I'm like, man, heck yeah, let's do it. And then from there, we just went up. You know what I'm saying? We went in the booth and we freestyled all that night. We freestyled like I think one song we didn't freestyle, and we freestyled the whole tape.
Man, camera keep on cutting off on me. See, that's why I got the other camera, but now that one overheating. Man, look, you know what I'm saying? They always got to have a problem going on with my stuff.
It's all good.
The enemy be trying to come, bro. They be trying to come for me. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all can't deal with it. But yeah, man, that album was fire. Like I said, you might have to send me the link. Do you know if they still making those shirts?
I know they had took a break for a while because the whole little COVID and everything. I don't know if they running back up because I gotta check. You know what I'm saying? I know Sleep is definitely the person to hit up. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't on social media right now, so you know I can't even check for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit up Sleep then. Probably after this, sometime after this, to ask him about it. But yeah, because I definitely wanted one, and plus I've been on the I want to support Israel. You know what I'm saying, and anything that everything that everybody doing, man, because y'all doing, bro. It's so many people that doing so many things for Israel. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I want one of them tees that you got on right there. You know what I'm saying.
Hold on. I can't go without my hold on. I got hold on. True wear attire.
Yeah, big shout out to wear attire.
You know what I'm saying? My Ogda, you know what I'm saying? He plugged me. Shout out to Brewfit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Judah Wear. Shout out to True Wear attire. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to I Am Apparel also. So yeah, gotta go and put that out there. Go ahead and put that out
there. So then you dropped your. So would you call this your first single album? Yep. Your first single album, solo album.
After Death.
Yeah, Life After Death, man. So what made you come up with that album? Like, what made you want to say, oh, I want to do something kind of like, well, to myself, you know what I'm saying, to actually do it, because you've been doing everything with collabs and stuff so much.
Man, to be honest, like, we always was working, like, we always made songs by ourselves. We just never dropped them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the songs, like, you probably see little singles get thrown out there, but like, we was always like dropping songs. Like, in between me and Sleep getting sessions, I'll make a session for myself. So it'd be like I'll make like 6 songs and then put them up, be like, oh, this for my album. Or you know what I'm saying? So we was always working to be like, because me and Sleep, we had it planned out. Like, okay, we're gonna drop Judah Wear, he gonna drop Travel Gospel, then I'm gonna drop Life After Death. Like, we always like talked and had it planned out. On drop everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but Life After Death, I just wanted to show people me, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like people knew Snap Squad, they ain't really know Shadai War like that. They always knew who Sleep was. It was always Sap Squad times Sleepy the Flare. So they always knew like was from the beginning, but Sap Squad was me and my cousin, so they didn't really know me. They knew Sap Squad, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Life After Death was to show people who I was as an artist, you know what I'm saying? Which is one of my favorite albums, by the way, too. So.
Yeah, definitely. That Heart of a Lion. One of my favorite tracks off that, man. Oh, actually, man, there's so many good tracks on that, man. I really like when I first heard this album, I was at work, I was up in my Bobcat, and I was playing that thing, and I found out that the Bobcat had Bluetooth to it. Man, when I tell you I had that thing blasting up in that machine, bro. Hey, for real.
Praise the Most High. Praise the
But
Most High.
one song that I want to actually talk about was what's that song called? And it's probably gonna be funny to you. Was it Supernatural? I think it was.
I knew that's what you about to say.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So I
That was so
see
that track was crazy. That track was crazy to me. Because it gave me like the Michael Jackson vibes, but then it was like it was so biblical. I was like, oh man, this one is crazy. I listened to that song like 5 times back. Like I was like, how did he come up with the concept? Like it was so smooth. So yeah, that's my question right there, man.
That be the Most High, because like I don't want to be one of them boxed artists. Like
Yeah,
I know like I can. Somebody send me a song. It could be a rock song, pop song. I can catch their vibe and go. Like I'm not a boxed in artist, so I try to go like if I listen to a Bobby Brown and New Edition song and I like that feeling they give me, I'm like, man, I wanna make a song that make me feel like this, like even that song that tonight's gonna be a good night, night's gonna, like I want to make a song like that to make you feel good, like but for Israel, I want like when I listen to like certain songs, I'm like it's the feeling you get from the song. I want to be able to replicate that feeling, but make it for the Most High, so our people can have that feeling too. You know what I'm saying? But for us,
but then at the same time, still doing the praise. So yeah, that's a good idea, man. Hey, if you want to just drop a tape that got all tracks like that, you know what I'm saying? We could do the reaction. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry. I be asking my wife to help me because I know she be listening to a lot of good vibey, a lot of good songs that I be like, I like this song. This is a good vibey song. Like I want to kind of make a song like. So I'm gonna need my wife with that because I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'm not on there just freestyle or something.
Yeah, I feel you on that because I mean, listen, like my wife, she listens to a lot of uppity type songs too. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. I can ask her. You know what I'm saying. Hey, look, tell me a song so I can send it over there. You know what I'm saying.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, man. Supernatural was probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, Supernatural was definitely that's probably one of my favorite songs on that album, man. Because it was just so different. It was something I ain't never heard in Israel. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time,
it was Need Your Love and Supernatural. I think those two of my favorites.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too.
And then If You're Okay for the women, and then I made Mistakes for the men.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made Sunny Story. I wanted to try my storytelling ability. You know what I'm saying? So that's Sunny Story.
Oh, I forgot all about that track.
That's what I'm saying, man. It was 20 songs. So like,
that's what I'm saying. It was a lot of music. It was a lot
I had 20
music.
songs. Like, bruh, I was gonna make a Life After Death Part 1 and Part 2, and I never did Part 2. I'm just sitting on the songs because it's like I'm growing as an artist, so I don't really want to drop the old music now like that. That what you gonna do with Keitra? Like we recorded that in 2015, so I was like, I was hesitant because I'm like, man, I'm growing as an artist, so I don't really want to drop the old. But then I'm like, man, I can't be selfish, so I don't know. I'm gonna drop the other music soon, but I don't know when.
Hey, if you have to do like a mixtape type thing where you just drop all like a lot of your old music on a tape or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they know. Yeah, so they know. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah.
I could do that. Just kind of like call it. I don't know, throwaway tape or I don't know something like I don't know. Probably not throwaway.
Yeah, probably not throwaway. Yeah.
We gotta think about something.
we gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. But yeah, and then you made the song Justified, which you also dropped the video for, right? Talk a little bit about the Justified track in the video. I feel like that was a good message for Israel too.
Yeah, man. Around that time, I don't know if that was around George Floyd or it was before George Floyd. I just know it was a lot going on. I remember I was at work, and I used to write a lot of music when I was at work because I was an STNA, so I used to have a lot of downtime.
Right, the
So I
downtime, yeah.
so on my downtime, like I go on YouTube and listen to beats. And a lot of my concepts come up from the title of the beat. So like when I go on YouTube and the title of the beat might be justified. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna
Right.
just come up based off the title of the beat. Like we'll go way up. I think the beat was way
Yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my songs, the beat was called Hello. So I was like, I just like it kind of give me my as long as I got the word, then I just kind of build the concept
Right,
based off
right.
whatever
Built
the
the concept, yeah.
yeah. So but with Justified, it was I don't know, it was just a lot on my mind because there was so many ways that things can be justified. That's why I kind of put in there with my mistakes, you know what I'm saying, about me
Yeah.
fornicating. And then I kind of put in there about our people, you know what I'm saying, about how we try to justify killing each other.
Justify.
But,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, we justify killing each other. But when every time some white person kills us or another person of another race kills us, we get turned up. And that's not right, you know what I'm saying? So I want to just speak out on us justifying our own actions as far as when we fall short, we like to justify and be like, it wasn't my fault. Kind of what
Right.
Adam did with Eve. He tried to blame it on her, and the Eve
Blame it
blamed
on
on the
her,
serpent.
right.
Same mentality. So, I just kind of wanted to touch on that during the video content. Who is that, your son?
Yeah, that's my son.
Put up the camera, man. Let him get some shine, man.
I don't know, man. His head looking a
Ah,
little. Come here,
hey,
Jalen.
man,
They
show
they
little
want
man
they
off.
they want you on the camera. My wife's so crazy. She gonna grab the
Man,
hat.
show little Ock off, man. We got a
Yeah, for
son,
sure.
man.
Yeah, I
That's
got
up.
two of them. I got
Oh,
this is my oldest
damn.
son. Yeah, this is my oldest son, Jalen. Want to show
Yeah.
the diaper.
What's up, Jalen? I like the hat, man. See you dripped
He
up.
can't hear you. Say shalom. Yeah, that's your head. Say
I like your hair,
shalom.
man.
Yeah, Willie. You know what I'm saying? The Willie thing. Okay, well, you better go
Hey, you
eat.
got
They want
some.
to say shalom. Say shalom. Shalom. Here
Oh,
go my other.
man.
Here go my Here go my other little
Gotta
one.
get like a shine on.
Right. This is my baby boy right here. It's Ellie. Eli.
What's up, Elian? What's up, little man?
Say shalom.
What's up, little man? I'm Shadiah War. Nice to meet you, man.
It's Shadiah War.
He like, he about to remember none of this.
Look, he trying to eat.
He about to-
He trying to
Big
eat.
fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But yeah,
But
we had to shoot the video to that. I'm shooting to shoot the hello video soon too. So and we just thinking about shooting Supernatural pretty soon too. So hopefully them come together.
oh man, hey, when you hey, I know I got the notifications on, but you might have to send that Supernatural video straight to me. You know,
Hey, that gotta be different.
straight to me.
That I ain't gonna lie, like that gotta be different. But we thinking about shooting it around like pagan Halloween. The kind of like
balance that.
exactly.
Yeah,
so we gonna kind of
man.
counter it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
so I see whether right or wrong.
Right or wrong. Yeah. Hey, look, if y'all ain't heard that track, bro, y'all got to.
Hey, Supernatural, I gotta shoot the video to that. You know what I'm saying? So, and shout out to my brother Josh too. He sung the hook with me. You know what I'm saying? My brother Josh. He don't really do that many songs for real, but he sing in the choir with me. So
Okay. All praises, man. All praises.
yeah, gotta shout.
So the next track that you dropped after death was the Blow the Trumpets, which is, man, that's one of my favorite tracks. We talked about it. Yeah. Well, at least that's what it's saying on SoundCloud.
Oh, okay, well, shoot, all right, baby. We gonna go to SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So after that, you did the Blow the Trumpet. I didn't think that it was. I thought that it was like later than that, too. Though.
Oh, no, it
You know
was.
what I'm saying?
I was Trumpet, I think. Yep, it was.
Yeah. And you did the track, the Blow the Trumpet, man. What was it around blow? Was it around the time of Blow the Trumpets when you released it? And was that your inspiration for the track, or?
Yep. It's funny because I was a part of the poem ministry. You know what I'm saying? In our church. You know what I'm saying? So I originally that was actually a poem. My part was a poem. You know what I'm saying? I remember I
Oh, okay.
performed it at blowing. I wrote it specifically for blowing of the trumpets, and I found the beat
Right.
and I wrote to it. My brother Malak, he didn't know that I did a song to that too, and he wrote something to it too. So we was like, man, let's
Ah.
make, you know what I'm saying? We like, come on, let's go to the booth. And I got the studio time, and me and him just put both our parts together and just
Hmm.
blow the trumpet. You know what
That's
I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah. I just like the aesthetic that it gives to it, the vibe that it gives to it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the track. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you talked about that being a poem and stuff like that. Because it's actually a lot of people in Israel that do poetry that I didn't know
Exactly.
about till like recently. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, if y'all into the poetry scene, man, send me some clips. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out,
I can.
for real. Shout out to the poets. Shout out to the
On
poets. You know
me.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the same, but it's the same as rapping for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Most rappers
For real.
started off doing poetry. Anyways, yeah.
Exactly.
Um.
Exactly.
So yeah, man, that track right there was very solid. And then you dropped better, and then after that you ended up dropping your second solo tape, which is No
Mm-hmm.
Matter What. Yeah, let's
Oh,
talk about
yeah.
it a little bit, man.
Hey.
Talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, no matter what, boy, that was when
Yeah.
everything started going to a turn in my life.
Yes.
Yeah, no matter what, it was, I was going through a lot around that time, and I just wanted to, like, music is like therapeutic, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So sometimes you gotta get in the booth, just get stuff off of you,
right.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
no matter what. And it's funny because on SoundCloud, they don't be posting like the whole thing, like it be taking a lot of the
Yeah.
songs down. So like you would probably have to go like on YouTube or like
YouTube to get the
like Apple,
full.
you know what I'm saying, to hear the
Yeah.
whole tape. But like, yeah, no matter what, was just like letting people know that knew what was going on within my life that I ain't following. No matter what it is, just getting thrown my way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Mm,
going nowhere. I'm in this thing. You know what I'm saying? So because I was going through a lot at that time due to my own
mm,
actions. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Uh, you know, uh, uh, you know, when it gets my rib and it came out and it just was a whole situation behind that. So yeah, I had to drop that thing.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Take a tip. Take a sip. Uh, no.
Because it's
I,
in the past,
no.
but yeah,
Yeah. I feel you.
that
One
was
hundred
no
percent.
matter what. I don't even listen to that mixtape no more because I ain't in that place no more. I can't even listen to
Mm,
it. I probably listen to like the Detroit freestyle,
yeah.
but as far as like certain songs, like it just bring me back to that time, so I don't even listen to it. I
So
can't.
you don't want to. Well, for me, sometimes you do have to listen to it to remind yourself as well. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, about those times. That way you don't fall back into it. But I understand. You know what I'm saying. Being fresh off of it, how you know what I'm saying. But yeah,
Exactly.
eventually over time you're gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying, check out the songs. You see what I'm saying, and when you listen to it, you're gonna be like, I remember when I was at that time. But I'm glad that you dropped this tape, though. Honestly, because when you dropped this tape, I felt like a lot of Israel um, started like speaking about their situations. You know what I'm saying, through the
Mm-hmm.
music. You know what I'm saying. You dropped this. I think Kakam had dropped his tape
Yep.
as well.
We was
I
going
heard
to
a couple of
we was, hey,
mm,
we was going to run.
yeah.
Hey, at the same, I don't know why it's like that, but every
Yeah,
time he going through something, I'm going through something. When he going through, I'm going through. Like it's like always been
yeah,
like that. Like you know what I'm
yeah,
saying. So he's
man.
going through the same thing around the same time.
It's probably because when y'all was brought together into this truth, you know what I'm saying, and building so strong in this truth, the Most High knows that with y'all together, you know what I'm saying, y'all can help each other deal with certain
Exactly.
spirits and stuff like that. So that's probably what it is, for real.
Exactly. Exactly. Iron sharpen
Um,
iron. You know what I'm saying?
iron sharp iron. That's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't be afraid to you know what I'm saying, talk to each other about certain things that y'all dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide. Like a lot of people think that it's just easier to just hide your sin. Don't hide your sin, man. Because
You had it, it's gonna come out. Believe
yeah, it's
me,
gonna come
I
out.
know.
Facts,
I
man.
know. Firsthand, I know. Had that thing, it's gonna come out. Hey, what the Most
Yeah,
High
for
say was
sure.
start to the
What's done in the
Lizites.
dark? Exactly,
Hey,
exactly, man.
Lizite, you
And
want to be
y'all,
the one to
and
bring it out.
look, yeah, if I say, yeah, you want to be the one to bring it out because if he bring it out, yeah, it ain't gonna
Hey,
be good. It ain't gonna be
you don't
good.
bring it out, and it get brought out, then people be looking at you like, oh,
Yeah, that's why the scripture says confess your faults one to another. You know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, things like having counsel. You know what I'm saying, because although those things are put into place to keep us from hiding our sins. You know what I'm saying. Because when you hide them sins, and now you opening up another portal for them to the spirits to continue to bother you. You know what I'm saying, in that way,
exactly.
because no, like you gotta think about it when you know what I'm saying, they was sending healing to the people, they was rebuking the demons at the same time. You know what I'm saying, that they had on them. So if you're not trying to rebuke the demon, then guess what? The demon gonna get stronger. So
Facts. And that
yeah.
thing ain't gonna want to lose.
Yeah,
So,
and all. You
man,
know what I'm saying? This my house, straight up. um,
once you ignore it, rebuke it, then it's gone.
right, for sure. And that's yes. Sometimes you just gotta rebuke it. You know what I'm saying? But then you dropped redemption. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. One of my favorite albums right there.
So
Cause I wanted. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna ask you, when you dropped redemption, was you dropping it to like show people like, yeah, man, I made this. Well, not to people, but like kind of like confessing your faults. Like, yeah, man, I did this. Now I'm going through the redemption process. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Big facts. Cause it's like I realize like a lot of people that get this truth, they may feel alone. You know what I'm saying? They may
Yeah,
feel alone, like they battling things alone, and that everybody got it together except them, and them demons start
yeah,
playing on their mind, like, man, I done failed to fornication, or I done failed to this,
right.
and everybody around me doing good, and now I might as well just go back to the world. So I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna
Right.
confess my faults to the world. I don't care as long as the Most High know what I'm trying to do, when I got going on, or how I'm trying to redeem
Mhm.
myself. I'm gonna let the people know through my music and how they receive it. All praises. Hopefully it can help somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But if not, all praise to the Most High. He know that I definitely confess my faults to the whole world. You know what I'm saying? So
mm.
it's like it's like the music I make now. I just wanted to help people. I wanted to help people to find that redemption within themselves. You know what I'm saying? To know to never fold, never give up. Like no matter what you might be going through, never give up. You know what I'm saying? So me and
Mhm.
Sleep even about to have this clothing line coming out called Redemption. You know what I'm saying? We about to put some stuff together, and I told him like, bro,
Send me the link.
like, I got you. As
Yeah,
soon as we
for
get it in the
sure.
works, I got some dope ideas. How? Because I don't think I ever seen nobody in Israel make a clothing line about redemption, about the people
Yeah,
that's falling short, about the people that need that
right.
strength to stay strong, and about the people that you encouraging people don't fold, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? So I
Hmm.
kind of want to tackle that side because I done been through that. So I kind of
Right.
want to tap into that side for our people, especially in these times, because it's the hour of
Hmm.
temptation. Everything is easy and accessible. So like if you want a girl, you can go get her. If you want this, you can go get
Right.
it. If you want that, you can go get it. So I want to strengthen our people, you know what I'm saying? So when they look at their shirt, they
Yeah.
be like, okay, don't fold, I can't fold, you know what I'm saying? I'm in
Hmm.
that, I gotta redeem myself with the Father. So, that
Right.
redemption clothing line is coming very soon. You know what I'm saying?
All
So
praises, man. All praises, man. We might have to do a little collab. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped the drip by Jacob line. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest
okay.
with you, I actually want to start making more motivational shirts and stuff like that. So I got some designs that I'm got in the work. You know what I'm saying? And to keep our people motivated. So yeah, that's definitely something. You know what I'm saying? I got the discipline your thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Shirt online
All,
and everything like that. So
all that we need all that.
yeah. For sure. Yeah. So yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. But yeah, the redemption.
Somebody
Go
gonna
back
see
to the
this.
music.
We gonna see this. Look, somebody gonna look at this interview. We gonna look up and see a whole redemption clothing line already out.
Right.
Like, damn.
Man, look. Oh my God. Look. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
I'm gonna
ain't
look
gonna
up
lie
and
to
be
you.
like, damn,
I ain't gonna lie
it's
to you. Because it's been times. It's been times where like either I had something that I was working on that I was gonna drop, or I posted something that I was gonna do, and then somebody ended up dropping it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying. I look at the end of the day. I ain't gonna take no credit. I might have been slack dropping it. You know what I'm saying? And it got dropped before me. You know what I'm saying? Most I might have wanted that thing up out there. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. But yeah, man, just keep on working on the next. So let's talk. So let's talk a little bit about the redemption. Give me your first. Give me, because this is a big track. Give me like 5 tracks that 5 tracks that you know what I'm saying. If somebody was like, hey, what track should I listen to on Redemption? What 5 tracks would you know what I'm saying, lead them to?
Of course, redemption. Blame. Get back. Never switch. That's my cut. Was that 5? I don't know.
I think that was 4.
I know. Redemption.
Blame,
Never
back,
switch.
redemption.
Blame,
never switch.
Get back. Man. Loved ones. Loved ones, because I feel like a lot of people, when they first get this truth, you know what I'm saying, everybody want to wake everybody up, but you know what I'm saying, everybody be that motivation, you know what I'm saying, to realize that everybody in this truth ain't gonna get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, loved ones would be a good one too. And fell short, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know, the whole thing, I guess.
Yeah, he said just play it. Just play it. Yeah, just play that thing fully through, man. We got a comment. We got a comment that said "Get back my jam." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they know about that "Get back."
Yeah. I'll pray.
So yeah, man. You said the redemption was mainly you wanting to like show that, you know. I did a reaction to, I think, what was the redemption track.
Yeah, the video.
Yeah, the video. Yeah,
I think you did. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I actually really like that video, the visual, man. The visual was real deep. What made you go that route with it? You know what I'm saying?
With me, I kind of like I pre-planned it out, but at the same time, we kind of go with the flow. So like, I know like the concept. I know what the concept of the song was. So I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, kind of take what the song was talking about, but kind of portray it in the video. So I know at the end of the day, like, I know like when you're going through certain things, it might cause you to drink. You know what I'm saying? It might cause you to get drunker. You know what I'm saying? It might cause you to all that. So I just kind of wanted to portray that, like, you know what I'm saying, when people going through certain things, like how I was portraying in the song. My bad, my wife just came down, so I just kind of got threw off a little bit.
It's all good. It's all good.
You know how I be, but yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah. She's right here looking at me. Now I'm all nervous.
Shalom, sis. Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold him too much. I ain't gonna hold him too much longer. We on the last album. We on the last album. Oh, dang. Okay. All right. So we're gonna talk about the last album you just dropped, Mama Robin, and we're gonna also talk about what? Hello, which was the last song you dropped, right? You know what I'm saying? How did, like, we know this? Well, if nobody know the situation and everything like that, you can care to explain to them, you know what I'm saying, the situation, or not, you know what I'm saying. That's up to you.
My mama won't want me to. You feel me?
Yeah, right.
Well, basically, Oh man, hold on. All right, basically my mama passed, and she passed in her sleep. You know what I'm saying? Basically, before my mama passed, like 6 months prior to her passing, like she was on a full journey seeking the Most High. Like she was literally within the last 6 months of her life, she was literally turning away from all her sin. She wasn't trying to sin. She was hating sin. She didn't want to be around sin. She literally put down her weed, her cigarettes. Like she was doing everything right in the Most High eyes. You know what I'm saying? I told her like the last conversation we had. I told her like, "Mom, like you gonna make it to the kingdom. Keep going at the rate you in, not knowing that the Most High was about to call her." You feel me?
Yeah.
And I just remember like she was just telling me like just stay strong. The way she was just talking, like looking back, I feel like it was the Most High just like kind of like to strengthen me for when she left. You know what I'm saying? Because she was just like, son, stay strong and do better and treat your wife good. And like just the way she was talking to me, like it was like I don't know if she knew or not, but she yeah, I was working out one day. I got out work, and I feel bad because the more I look back, I'm like, because me and my mama talk every day. But that day, for some reason, like I didn't talk to her. I don't know why, and I always call her. Like, but that day, but I feel like it was the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So he had it all planned out. I just didn't. You know what I'm saying? I just know that was the same day we dropped Jacob's Trouble on YouTube. I remember I was sitting at work, I had some downtime. I could have called my mama, but instead I made a little cover for Jacob's Trouble and uploaded it on YouTube. I talked to sleep, told him I dropped it, and then like I remember I went through work like it was a regular day. I got out work, went to work out. I came home, changed, talked to my wife, and went to work out. I remember like I got on the treadmill, was just running, and then I got off the treadmill, went to go work on my abs. I texted my little brother like, cause I was supposed to go over my mama house that day anyways to chop it up with my little brother Bentley to help him with something. And I remember I texted him. He was like, "You still coming over?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then he called, and I was like in the midst of doing my little workout on my abs, and he called. So I'm thinking he calling just to be like, you still coming over?"
Right.
No, you good. Yeah, I thought he was just calling just to be like, "You coming over?" But then he was like, "Bro, mama ain't breathing." And I ain't gonna lie, like I'm just like, cause like besides my wife, my mama was my best friend. Like besides them two, them two people I know in my life that's gonna always have my back. You know what I'm saying? Good or bad, they gonna always have my back. And they gonna always tell me what I need to hear. My mom and my wife. So like, and I know we had talked earlier that morning. I remember we talked earlier that morning, like early morning. She had sent me some money, and she was just talking to me about how she was happy that she overcame all her sins, and she was just happy. She was looking forward to the first fruits, and she was just happy to go to the gathering and all that. And then I remember my little brother said she wasn't breathing, and then I remember I was just like that day. I don't know. I just remember that day was just like it felt unreal because I'm like, bro, this can't be reality. Because one thing about life is you can't rewind, you can't go back, can't redo nothing. And I feel like at that moment, like I feel like there was a little hope in me, like something was gonna maybe it was just over exaggerated. But once I heard I was on the phone, I called sleep. He was on the phone, and I was on the phone with my little brother, and I just heard the police in the background say, "At this point, there's nothing we can do." And at that point, I was like, man, like just driving to my mama's house that whole time. It was snowing. It was in April. It was in April. It started snowing and raining hard. And
So it was around that time, yeah. I already know,
yeah,
bro. That's crazy. That's crazy because somebody passed. Somebody passed right around that time too. For me, my cousin.
yeah, April 21st. April 20th, 21st. Like, and I remember we pulled up to the house and saw my mama in the bed, looking like she was asleep. She's like she was asleep. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah. So we had to once everything we got in the right space. We had to drop the EP for my dudes. And yeah, speaking of my dudes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? She right there.
I'm ready, man. Man, sorry for the loss, man. I already know how that feels. Well, I can't say I know how that feels because I haven't lost my mom yet. You know what I'm saying? But I did lose my father.
I pray you never have to witness that.
Yeah. I know, bro. I know for sure.
Shout out to my brother and his wife LaQuinta. They gave me this pillow. They gave me this pillow with me and my mom Dukes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just all the memories of us. You feel me? And like this was like the last two pictures me and her took together at this wedding that we went to not so long ago. And that's when we was doing a little Hebrew alphabet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. All praises that she was learning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's a good
I
thing,
took.
bro. Yeah, I'm
I ain't
about to
gonna
say,
lie.
yeah,
That's what made me love the Most High even more because it showed me how merciful
yeah.
He is. Because it showed me
That's
like,
exactly what I was
I,
about to say.
cause I ain't
All
gonna lie,
praises.
like my mama, she went back to the world for a little minute, but he didn't take her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
remember I used to always say sleep, bro. Like, bro, I don't know what I'll do if I lose my mama, because at that time she was in the
Yeah.
world. So I'm like, we know what come with
Right.
that. So I'm like, man, I don't know what I'll do if I lose my mama. So to see the Most High literally put that Holy Spirit on her and reshaping her and then take her in the
Mm-hmm.
fullness of her righteousness, I was just like, that's the God we
Right.
serve. Like
Yeah.
who can't fall in love with her? You know what I'm saying? Like he could have took her at any moment in her sin, but he waited for her to get it right and then took her.
He
And
waited
she
for her to
died peaceful.
repent. Yeah, man. That's
Exactly. Then took her.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what made me be like, man, that's the God we serve. Like all praises to that God. Ahaya Sharaya, you know what I'm saying? So you
Something
feel
going on
me?
with your cam. It's like frozen.
It's froze.
Yeah, it's frozen.
I hope it ain't
But
froze. It ain't froze on my end.
just unconnected to your cam and then connect it back. They'll probably just pop back up. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
All right, we good now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I that's actually man, that's good because you know what I'm saying, the Most High is definitely merciful. You know what I'm saying, allowing her to come to the full understanding, and you know what I'm saying, he's seeing her wanting to truly serve him, you know what I'm saying? And then he like, okay, now, you know what I'm saying, it'll be the time, you know. So and that's actually as much as it's bad, it's also good, you know what I mean? So
And I read in the book of Josephus, I was reading it said, what manner the Most High find you in that manner he gonna judge you entirely. So even if you lived a righteous life your whole life but went wicked
yeah.
before you pass, we judge all that other stuff was in vain. But if you live the wicked
Right.
life and turn righteous, then he gonna judge you based off that. So it was just so much that he was
Yeah.
showing me in her passing that just gave me a lot of
Mm-hmm.
comfort. You know what I'm saying? You know that she was
Mm-hmm.
good.
Man, yeah. All praises, man. I'm glad that you shared that with us because it's a lot of people that's in Israel that, you know what I'm saying, got family members, you know what I'm saying, that the Most High is gonna take, you know what I'm saying? And don't ever stop trying to get our people to repent. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's the thing. Don't ever stop trying to get our people to repent. And don't think that just because they didn't listen to you 2 years ago, that they won't open up and listen to you now. You know what I'm saying? Always give them the sense, always give them the understanding. You know what I'm saying? And continue your walk. Continue your
Exactly.
walk, and you can win over a lot of souls in that regard. You know what I'm saying? So all praises to the Most High. And then you say you just did that song as a dedication, you know what I'm saying, and dedicating that album to her, right? So
Six, yep, six, and she we put her own voice in there. We put her
yeah,
all her own words. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
all every song it was her own words. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So you know what I'm saying how she felt about the Most High and you know everything she said. So what I did was just listen to like the videos and stuff that she was saying and made songs based off what she was saying.
mm-hmm.
So you know I just took her words and just made them into songs.
All praise, man. That's dope. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Being able to still be able to, you know, uh, have her with you in that way. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
then
Yeah.
then you dropped the. Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
You good? You good? Go ahead.
Okay. So then I was gonna say that you dropped the track "Hello," which is, man, I'm about to go ahead and repost that right now. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you dropped
I ain't
that
gonna lie.
track "Hello."
That's one of my
Uh,
favorite songs. I probably.
yeah, I felt like when I was listening to it earlier, well, I wasn't like paying too much attention because I wanted to reaction to it, but I was just hearing the little things that you were saying in the track, man. Uh, it really had me. It put me in good spirits immediately when I first heard the first couple bars. You know what I'm saying? So tell me a little bit about the track.
I'm tired of seeing my peers cry. Another family
Yeah.
traumatized. By and by. Extermination. We need preparation on how to flee from Satan. Basically, I wrote that song to kind of wake up our people. Hello, you know what I'm saying? Is you listening? Hello, is y'all seeing the signs? Hello, is y'all gonna get it? You know what I'm saying? I want the Father to use me to, you know what I'm saying, through this music ministry to really help our people. Whether one person hear it, two people, three, nobody hear it. As long as I did my part to put it out there, you know what I'm saying? So the Hello song, the Hello track, I really just wanted that was for my people, for real. That's why in the hook I said most people die not having the chance to repent. And most people live just to die in their sin. But some people change and seek to repent. But who's gonna change their ways? Who's gonna seek his face? You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I learned from my mama's situation is that I got to see how a righteous person will go. I got to see somebody repent and change their life and then get taken. But then every day we see people die in their sin. Every day we see people die in their sin. You know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of motivated me to make the song, to be like, man, who gonna change their ways? Who gonna seek his face? Who gonna really listen to the song and be like, man, I don't want to be that person that died in my sin. I'm saying this for me too, because I don't want to. I can be, you know what I'm saying? It's a constant battle every day. And say, take heed lest you fall. So we gotta be girded up too. You know, because I don't want to be. Hello. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can't never fall, and then Satan take me out. So you know, I gotta be guarded up too. So that's what that song about. But that's probably one of my favorite songs. I gotta definitely shoot a video to that, and I gotta be different.
Yeah, definitely gotta be different, and I definitely wanna get that link as well. I definitely wanna get that link as well.
I got you, man.
Yeah, man, kids crying and stuff. So yeah, man. At this time, I'm gonna let y'all shoot y'all questions. You know what I'm saying, over on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You know what I'm saying. All of that, and you know what I'm saying, ask my ox some questions, you know what I'm saying, that y'all wanna
open.
You know what I'm saying, ask them. Yeah, for sure, man. And if y'all want to, man, you know what I'm saying, give them some good questions, man, because you know what I'm saying, you might get some edification. You know what I'm saying? Again, man, I thank you for being, you know what I'm saying, on the interview and everything like that, you know what I'm saying, freeing up your schedule and everything. I done took you away from your wife for a couple hours, man. So I know she probably looking at me like, what's his brother?
She came down about 3 times, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? What's going on?
Hour, 2 hours, now. You cutting it.
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to finish Hunger Games, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
That's all good. I told her she knew about this, you know.
Right. Yeah. Tell us, man. I apologize, man. I apologize. You know, I don't want to cause no trouble in the household. You know what I'm saying? I repent.
You good, man.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, but yeah. Like I said, I appreciate you for you know what I'm saying, taking your time and everything, and you know what I'm saying, chilling with us over here on Righteous Reactions and stuff. You know what I'm saying, and sharing some of, you know, your testimony, and man. It's a good conversation, for real.
And I look at it like this, man. One thing I always think about is, like, we don't know when the Father gonna take us. You know what I'm saying? You could think your will is something totally different. The Most High might be like, oh, boom, it's your day. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even little stuff like this is a blessing, because, like, even the day of how you take me, at least we got this. We got, you know what I'm saying, stuff to look back on, you know what I'm saying, for me to still constantly do the work even when my spirit gone out of this realm, at least, you know what I'm saying? So I try to look at it like that too. So it's a blessing that you was able to interview a brother and able to put a brother on your podcast, my Ak. You feel me? So
right. My wife was just sitting over there I was trying to be serious, but she was just sitting over there staring at me. She just sitting there staring at me like, yeah, what you doing, right?
Exactly. I know.
Right.
The wife's like, the wife's like, all right, it's about that time to wrap that thing up.
Right. I'm gonna give y'all a couple more seconds. If y'all ain't got any questions, man, we're gonna go ahead and let the Ak go. You know what I'm saying? So he can tend to his rib, you know what I'm saying? Tend to his rib.
To my side.
For real.
Got it. Nah, for real. Big facts.
We already know how it is. Just a comment. I really appreciate, your music and relatable personality. One common experience I have coming to GOCC Detroit is feeling at home. So many of our brothers just feel like family. Okay. Though we have not met, you are no different. Keep up the fight.
Come on now, my
emoji.
sister. We ain't together. We in this thing together. You feel me?
Okay.
Nah, but you feel me? But hey, I appreciate you, sis. You know what I'm saying? And I just try to be myself. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no folding. Hopefully we get to meet soon. Meet one day. You know, hopefully at Passover, something higher willing. And all praises to GOCC, Gathering of Christ Church, Elder Ricard, Elder Lawyer, Elder Gabar.
Yeah, big shout out.
You know,
big shout out to GOCC.
Keeping your
Brothers out here doing the work.
You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to everybody at GOCC too. And all the other brothers and sisters too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So if y'all ain't got any more questions, you know what I'm saying? You let them know how they can find you. You know what I'm saying? Search you up, get to your music. You know what I'm saying? Give them all the information they need.
Pretty simple. Just type in SHADAYAWAR. You feel me? That's all you gotta do. Just Shadaya War. You know what I'm saying? Spotify, man. YouTube, man. Apple Music, man. SoundCloud, man. Anything, man. I'ma pop up. You feel me? I'm gonna be right there. Boom. There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and because when you type in that name, ain't nobody else got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you should be good.
Shout out to my deacon Amak. Shout out to my brother Amak for giving me that name. Praise
I usually I ask brothers where they get their name from. I forgot to even ask.
I tried to name myself, it didn't work out. When I first got the truth, but when my brother Amak texted me, he was like, "This you, Ott?" I'm like, "Man, it is me. It just means spreader of light." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "That's me." You know what I'm saying? I just try to spread my light, just be myself. You know what I'm saying? Gotta let that thing shine.
All right, since they ain't hitting you up with no questions, I got one question, man. When the next album dropping?
We have no dates. We have no dates.
Okay.
We just gonna work. We have no date.
All right.
But yeah, we gonna have some fun. Spiritual Mode is gonna be the first single we dropped out the album. So hopefully when you hear that thing, Akakam, Time Shaddai, Spiritual Mode, gonna be on all platforms soon. It's on SoundCloud and it's on YouTube. So go ahead, check that thing out. And hopefully we pray y'all like that thing. But that's definitely the first single off the next tape. We don't even got no name for the next tape. We just going. So
okay. Look, hey, if y'all don't know nothing, bro, these brothers gonna have music for y'all until they go. You know what I'm saying? Because they dropping.
Even when I'm gone, my wife dropping music. I'm gonna make sure she got for real.
Hey, for real.
Hopefully I don't go no time. So I want to see Christ come back. Hopefully the Most High, hopefully I'm a part. Hopefully His will is me and my rib. We get to see that. I want to be here for that. Go through that whole wilderness period, all that. So hopefully but we never know. So higher willing, I'm here still. But if not. If not, look back on this video and be like, that's why
I see y'all in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all in the kingdom. Say that. You know what I'm saying? Lord's willing. But yeah, man.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Thank you again, man, for joining us. Joining us and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? And shalom. To everybody, you know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings. I hope you have a good night. Y'all get some sleep because I probably done got y'all past y'all bedtime. You know what I'm saying? Gotta go to work in the morning. So, yeah, man.
Big fan.
Yeah, I
go ahead, bye-bye with the wife. Bye-bye with the wife. Probably go up there, eat some little protein snacks or something because, I've been working out. And probably just chill, try to watch a movie or something before I go to sleep. So I appreciate you, my eye. Love you, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Too,
keep up the great work. Keep up the great work.
Indeed. We're gonna get Kakam on here eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get Kakam on here eventually, man. Yeah, he next for sure. For sure.
Man, this tripping. Cat digging her claws into me. Dang, tripping.
Cat just came out of nowhere. He like get off the camera.
But all right, you know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
All right, man.
I'm saying that tuned in, and we appreciate y'all, man.
Yep. Shalom, man. Shalom, man.
All right,
All right. Oof.